People, wagwan. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. YouTube, send out the notification. Woo. Yeah, man. There. 6 people there, bless up to 6 people, you know. Yeah, man. I don't know how the thing go. Respect our manners and honors as usual. Let's see, pray. Let's see. How my general I say. Oh, hold on there. Big up. Yeah, my people. Yo, where are you with real man? I don't see you from the other day, real man. What go on? Big election run and we don't hear none of your commentary, my general. I say you deal with the place. TG Media, big up yourself. You don't know how the thing go. One mood, man, you know. You see it. Everyday happenings. Big up yourself. Success over I. London boy. People, let me tell you no from now. But just forward you have to come look for you know. You get to me and say, because you don't know. Me I want to part for a long time. I never really have no whole heap of something to say. I so today to tell you the honest truth. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a man who don't know, so I not to like a repeat the same something for over. So I tell you from now. Chevelton say you want emote party win. Brother, why I love and appoint people. Me not supposed to have my God-given right to choose which party me choose my general. How them man I love appoint party? Me tell you say me a JLP. For the last time, I tell you say one time I voting on a PnP, I vote for you know. I don't know how much time I tell you that, you know. So I don't know which party, where you mean me a emote party win. What that supposed to mean? I don't understand. yo, no, you say something wrong because you appoint me to party and me never once tell you say me never once tell nobody say me a JLP, brother. As a matter of fact, me never once tell no man say me support none of the party them. So yeah, appoint me to a party without asking me permission. Everything wrong with that, my general. You see it? Yeah. I would have never see gangster for life in a chat and say, yo, gangster for life. You know, say a PnP. Unless him present himself as a PnP or a JLP. Me can't do that. I have to make the man making choice. And as if him say, yo, this me represent for me, see him forward and I say time come or choose Jamaica. I know say, all right, fine. But man, they not give me no chance. As a blogger. Yeah, man, the man never appoint me to party without my permission. But anyways, I say it goes still. Yeah, but we are dealing with real man. Big up yourself, you know. Yeah, man, I don't know how the thing go. As me say I pass through, you know. Yeah, man, I don't know. As usual, how the sitting go. Gaza Ricardo, what go on? Yeah, man, Miss Avel. Big up yourself, Miss Avel. You know, Miss Avel look like he must smile in love, what go on? Yeah, me can call Miss Avel at JLP, because I see my endorse Andrew Wallace. Big up yourself, Nicky Willie, what go on? Big up yourself. Yeah, man, I don't know how the thing go. When the time I see Emote, go ask him for my JLP, because I don't know Emote for JLP. Emote for my brethren, I don't know my JLP, you know. Chevelton I tell me, you know. You see, real man, I don't know say Emote for JLP.
No, sir. As far as me know, our side where we come from this
I know say for me place a fully PnP, you know.
For me place a fully PnP, yeah, man.
I know say Emote place a fully PnP, so.
But look at switching up go on still, but go on big up yourself, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, me, you see me. But there, you know, say I sit down and watch it thing and I say, you know, me not really pleased with the election or go on. And somebody have to rule regardless still, but right. When you have almost 3 million people and a 38% push out, something wrong, terribly wrong, brother.
So you know, we like say a lot of people just not interested.
Yeah, that I think because remember, from a all the time, me a reason pan it and me a show you say when you have a 38% people are push out on almost 3 million people, brother, no progress not there. So no matter when nobody want to say like, but your word is all the time that somebody have to govern, right?
Right.
So you know
Why
really
why
matter.
why if they magic? Because if we skeptic where I deal with skeptics say last election enjoy your time before AI take over. Right now we are running AI, me like AI, skeptic. So me even know what I say, but where I say where I say still. But anyways, real man. As me say, what if a lot of it because as me say we see like social media, we depend on social media and whole heap of platforms and whole heap of excitement, this a man time come choose Jamaica and you see the whole media explode with people. You see whole heap of you see all man a protest all in America about Jamaica and JLP and PnP and them thing there. But me I say, what if on the ground itself where the people them actually live? A lot of people don't really see the need to make a change, or a lot of people don't see the need to involve none at all.
All right, me think say the people them fed up, them fed up. You know, some have a bridging right now. I don't know if him tune into your platform, but we have a school group from me and some of my brethren from in the 80s. I kind of link them back and me and them a reason. So I go tell you this, tell you this. As a Kingstonian youth, we end up go down in the Westmoreland side of it when me a juvenile. The man them have a community, brother. 2025, not even proper running water. Still latrine toilet. And that about 25 minutes from where PJ parties come from. Remember in the 80s when me I go PJ parties come around because the MP for the area or the councillor, whoever I want to be, was PJ parties right hand.
Yeah.
Now, me
You
say
know,
that
feel like, yeah, oh, sorry, finish up,
me say
finish up.
that for say this.
Yeah.
Until this day, me see the man come out today and I defend JLP and the whole of FEAM side, the whole other side of PnP, right? And when me I said to him, say, it no matter who a government, because if a Mark Golding win, you still have to honor Mark Golding prime ministership. And if a Andrew Holness win, they are responsible for fix anything need to be fixed, whether you're PnP or Labour, right? You know me, I say, man, vex with me, brother. I'm right now, me call my over there, and the man never answer me. First, to show you, because me, I tell the man, say, Bridging, it no matter who in a power, them supposed to make sure, say, the country, all right, because you not collect half a taxpayer money, you collect the whole of taxpayer money. 90% of who you see in a crowd, brother, they even have a voting ID, brother.
Right, right. But me I say because the same argument where I use it for like around when we come from to, Eastern St. Thomas. So me I say, if you don't feel like, because I think are the people the way the people meds, because if I check like Western St. Thomas, James Robertson run around there a long time. Me know of them two man there, James Robertson and Dr. Fenton Ferguson. You see, East and West St. Thomas. And to me, Western St. Thomas always in a better condition than Eastern St. Thomas. And me see me see a little bit of progress around here. I can't talk about this specifically because as me say this, so me grow. Me see a little bit of progress around there where me see some roads are fixed and so forth. However, me that see them vote out back that lady there. A lot.
You freeze up, Rick, when I hear you. Yo.
People, tell me if you not hear me. Let me know if you not hear me. Let me know if you not hear me. Okay. Yeah, man. All right. That's your word. Invest where I deal with. I don't know what going on with the internet like while people. And by the time I click it back again, it tell me some bullshit. I don't know what going on. It just kick me off. So, yeah, where I deal with furnace. Big up yourself, Nanny man, big up, big up Mary Brown. I not even know where real man turn people. Yeah, one rebellion star line, You see it. G Frost in building, sonic frequency. You get me, I say? Yeah, man, I don't know how the thing go. Big up Owen White, dead speed. One Lawrence in our building. Yeah, man. Lawrence, you know, got a cartel show. Yeah, man. Yeah, real man, where I deal with? Because I not even know what going on in the while.
I mean, no, I think just slap him. I wonder if Andrew here we attack or my boy.
I know what, skeptic mind I you Come here you talk about last election and here you want.
No, I feel like Marky G,
Now Marky G good man, cause Marky G does hold him. What surprised me how Marky G does hold he loses and thing them. I think him that throw some liquor rhetoric out if you
all right.
The G them.
You throw a little blood in our water now.
Yeah.
So you see one video where I go on one day, I tell some laugh till me sick. But when Marky G go check him on an aisle up, Mr. Rick, I want dead, Mr. Man.
Big up Del Rhino, big up Shaka D. Yeah, man, but I not remember. Yeah, me that say, based on when me see, like, yeah, I think you that tell me something about down at Westmoreland, real man.
Yeah, some of that telling now say, in that part there, when me show my brethren say, yo, my youth, a madness, because we can't, this is the end of the 80s when we are growing up school, at 2025, brother, we have to vote for policies, we have to vote for changes, but you have to understand the policies them we have vote for also. Listen, Jamaica not that big, brother. Money there they can fix everything, and not because of JLP. The main thing for your prime minister or president or whoever, once you're in a power, whether you're constituency or not, your job is to make sure that the people are okay. It don't really matter which part in the country. You know what I mean? But to how we deal with situation, because a PnP lose now, so you go hold back funds to the community there. I'm mad miss that, brother, because the same people might pay taxes. You understand what I mean? So I make people know say I'm madness. There's no way in 2025 we don't have running water. I'm so much rivers in them the part of place. Crazy river that them place there. And no running water. A tank people I use. Tank supposed to be backup.
But I think you are looking at it from a level-headed. Yeah, look at it from a level-headed perspective, my general. But I don't think most of the people because at the end of the day, as me say, to me, most of the people them look at it from like just some of them to me is like them are look at it from the angle where them like the party itself and not necessarily them not really care about the policies or what I'm gonna do. You get to me I say? Yeah, as long as I'm my party in power. So yeah, you may have an MP around here, so and him don't do nothing for the amount of years them there, but you love the party, you just work with whatever. You get to me I say? So
All
to
right.
me, at that so me feel like most Jamaicans vote. You know, you have a handful of when you say, yo, me don't really care if orange and green, brother. Me I look out for what you can do for my place. And when me say my place, because enough man would even look out and I say feed them place, but you might talk about what can go in a theme pocket personally. So even if certain infrastructures are going road and water and them thing they are run, you might tell us that is not enough. Something if you go in a pocket. You get to me? I say so. To me, I just worry for different minds, and some of the time the majority are who makes a particular way, and them actually make the decision.
All right, me hear pray that praying now. Me see a lady come out and say, if me have to sell my house to get Andrew Wellness the money, me I go do it. No. And it's a elder lady. My youth, you can't get arrogance higher than that. You understand what I mean? And at the same regime where I live under constantly, non-stop. And the people them who kind of pass that stage there, it's like one of the hardest things. If you tell a man, say, me see a lady I tell her son, say, yo, you better go take off a PnP band there. You're my son, but me will burn you up with that water in there.
Right. Me see them video there, man. And you're not less than thing there. But in terms of like the lady, they know. What if fear perspective, in a fear perspective, she think the Andrew Wallace led government is better than the PnP led government?
Yeah, I understand what you are saying now.
Right.
You understand me? I understand what you are saying now, because me personally, whenever I voted to grew up underneath PnP regime, me go tell you the honest truth. Me remember something happened to me one time around 94, 95, and it's a PnP, is a JLP MP, give me money for go doctor, brother.
Right.
You understand what I say? So what I say to you, say, right there, so you can respect a politician to a certain levels, but if you live in a community where no changes is happening for 50 years and I see a regime, you are tell me, say, I saw you behind time that you can't say a foolishness are going right there, so.
Right. But me I tell you, say, it kind of twisted because I'm glad that where me come from, because me can use this as a perfect example. Remember, as me say, where them call St. Thomas, the forgotten parish, right?
Yeah.
Farmer, no farmer development or nothing at all.
Not anymore still, but yeah.
No, but me that's sure you say this is like the only time me would have witnessed like this little light around a Eastern St. Thomas. Like you can look and say, wait, look at something going around there. It may not be everything, but at least you see them and make some attempt to, broaden off the road them and make you can get a comfortable drive through there to Portland or whatever. And as me say, I just see them just shoot out all the liquor man and say, yo, right. And I see them thing without around a vast too. They get to me and say, shoot out the liquor man and I say, road is not enough.
All right. I understand.
And at the end of the day, would understand if them shoot out the people them on a premise where there is someone where them have a track record of performances where you can say, boy, this man did not do this and this man did not do that. But based on how I see them shoot them out, to me, it's more of you shoot out somebody who actually had do something for promise, brother.
All right. You see that shoot out there now, even on a Portland so with Isaac and Miss Bars there so now.
Right.
You know, say something terribly wrong in that part they do where them have to shoot out somebody where most Jamaica people cry about. People cry about road more than even water. You understand what I say? So something definitely going around there, so especially the stigma behind that the man they name, and when they see Jamaica not gonna come out behind him.
No, but remember, I said the man before him where thing that where he dead, remember I say him go that way there too,
Yeah, cause me I get to understand. Yeah, cause a long time.
So I don't think that constituency like at
really
the first
care. Them not care.
Yeah, right. Them are the first time I encounter with like that type of thing there. So I don't think that have nothing to do with it. But at the end idea, me I sure you say like just like this, so just like right around this, so and east where the next door to it, St. Thomas East. To me, them places are just PnP stronghold, brother. You get me? So to me, whether the person do good or not, it just not gonna be enough for them around there, so because they just tell themselves say, oh, PnP for around here, so. You get me? I say?
Yeah. Now show you one mindset to
Because at the end of the day, me, not for attack too much, but me just look on it and I say, me personally, me never really have the mindset of like me want a handout from non-government and so forth. But me just tell myself, say, when I vote, just like when you're over here, and people voting whoever them are voting and stuff forth. You expect to see the road them fix and you expect to, can't go about your business comfortable, you expect to see certain development and everything there. You see, that's how me kind of look on it. So if me I vote much in here and the only thing you can show me say, yo, you give some man some road work there, so and you may help one and two individual, give them money or whatever. to me, that not really do not, brother. More if you see the parish itself uplift. But as me say, everybody different because some man say, yo, if the parish, if the road them, me want the benefit in my hand. You get me? I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like complicated, brother. Trust me.
All right. What you know now? Again, me still go back on the mindset. When them build the urban center the other day, I don't really know St. Thomas like that,
Right,
If
right.
furthest me ever go to St. Thomas, I want maybe one time, I want Big River where my uncle them and him friend them they go one time out at St. Thomas. So you turn off a main road and go rear on one part. I don't know it. But anyway.
Well, I didn't turn off and go here on one part, So
yeah, right at one bridge, cross one bridge. Believe me, I can't remember where. But
no, big up Orient freestyle. Respect my general, yeah, man.
So watch this now. The other day, I see them go to boom and go over there and build the urban center, right? And people bash it and cuss it and say, yo, what am I do? Like me, I say, so how we are going to develop a community? How we are going to cuss that? What the reason for us to cuss that? You never want it?
But may I explain to you what the problem? Say, the problem is not the building of it. The problem is who is doing
who
it.
build it?
Yeah, so as me said, these places are PnP stronghold. So in a them mindset, JLP not supposed to get no credit for go bill.
Really?
You get me I say? So if it was on the other side where Robertson them run, you wouldn't hear nothing. If you notice the whole of Grand Span and them place, road fix up, white line and all of them thing there in a road and it look nice. You not really hear no commotion, but no. But round this now, as me say, me just understand how the people them think there. Yeah, me see said the JLP man them win a next seat, but in a recount. So yeah, me see that me general respect call it K plus distributors. NYBs, big up yourself and I don't know all the thing go. Yeah, man.
So Rick, tell me now, say we again 2025 when we have everything like internet, we have peer upliftment going on within rural areas in Jamaica, everything. And you tell me, say me come a year yard, right? I mean, me run pipe right through your whole house, but through me a JLP, you go root up back the PVC them out of the ground because me a JLP.
They tell us, say, yo, this thing run deep and more.
Jesus Christ.
And me can't tell you in a real man. You see, after election, them also, it normally just look normal in a brother, and everybody run out the most conscious talk. Bun politics when I vote for them, boy. And as soon as it a draw back to election, you know waste so much people, and you have to know where you talk to because then we all mob you too. I say it's serious.
Something terribly wrong, man. Something terribly wrong, brother.
So I'm really surprised. Even when me that even look on the whole thing, me I tell him what come me and him did it on the panel reason. I mean I say,
let's see it.
Yeah, I know say them are show about Charles though. You get me I say? Because me just know and me kinda yes, it's because me see Anne-Marie did I like I put in so much work visibly and so forth. But me not really surprised either, brother. You get me? I said that is the reason why I always tell people I say I keep a close watch Panda seat because from me see all the PnP them activate up online and them do them thing, brother. Me know say any card we play. You get me? I say?
Yeah. He must do one good thing that judgment call can say him did done say JLP now lose.
Right. Kind of hard for JLP lose still, but at the end of the day, you can see say the base and all the
yes.
get back all of them traditional seat them, brother.
Yes. And you know what to Rick? I want to tell you know why JLP did I lose so heavily to separate my opinion separate and apart from PG and Portia. I in a Jamaica history, Peter Phillips was one of the most loved person in a brother. People like Peter Phillips in my youth.
Right.
For some reason, you hate the man and fought. So it's like them would have rather vote for thing there. And them have a little talking around.
I know vote on that.
Yeah, them have a little talking around Mark Golding saying not carry himself good. A long time I hear it too, but I really talk to me. Me not really watch how you carry yourself, you know. Me I watch your deliverance.
I feel like that is a PnP, JLP type of talk.
Yeah, me not like that talk there. More I know say whoever come can you know, but it still help you know to be fit, you know. Cause remember when Obama just forward, you know, even second term, you know, if the man there walk up 2 step and run it up, you know me I say.
Right.
So people kind of, you know me I say, ratted the president a fit man.
Right.
You know me I say, people watch them thing there. People watch them thing there too. But
at the end of the day, as me say, if like in a Jamaica, brother, the politics thing tribal, bro, and at the end of the day, you will see some things where supposed to be something obvious, because as me say, the obvious thing in a politics supposed to be we grade you off of what you do. You get to me? I say, me and you are no friend, you are no my friend. Me don't want no linkage from you. Me don't want no friendship from you. Me supposed to grade you off of your performance. However, I don't say it go. The man never work with them party. So if a my party I do it and we can get the credit from bragging, fine. But if you I do it, brother, it will never be enough. I say man and drop it.
I hope the next time around, if me live to see that, but I like them, if Marky G I go step down, I like him put up either Lisa Anna or even my boy the Dread Youth. Because to me, they are bright minds, brother, and them are young people, them are Jamaican. I think them reach to the people them more than anything else, you know what I mean? But the youth with the dread, it's gonna be a problem because through a dread him have on the head, whether I'm represent Rasta or not, because when you put on a crown, you know, so people are look for you. But them have bright minds, you know, Lisa and just to see them way. I mean, I see nobody push them too tough. So I mean, know yeah, man, it's messed up.
Right. But me see Invest and Blacklight there, you know. So
Yeah, man. Big up Invest and Blacklight.
Yeah, man has make Invest go through.
You did I invest? Oh,
Rick, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here, my general.
Yeah, man, best up yourself. Everything good?
Yeah, man, everything up, man.
Yeah, man has no respect, brother.
Yeah, man, big up that time. Really, man, big up yourself.
Yes, madam, blessed love, man. Me take on in every time on the panel. More time, me just busy at work here, man. I'm just tired and me come home. So me just listen all the playback, you know. Yeah, man. But
Yeah,
blessed.
man.
Yeah.
Psycho, man.
Man,
Yeah, Rick. I think so. I don't get some time off for the election, but I go working at night time, man. John
Right.
But I'm psycho still. Yeah, man.
But
Rick, no, go ahead. Sorry.
no, man, no problem, man. Are you attacked?
Oh yeah. The same situation around the east of Portland.
Right.
I had a conversation with 2 individuals. One is a PnP and one is a JLP.
Right.
I was interested in to see like somebody on the ground to see what their opinions were. Like the PnP person said the PnP person actually shared the same sentiment you were delineating earlier.
Right.
The person said, yo, Angela and credit in the running, you know. I said, hold on, man. Hold on. I know how it's supposed to go.
Right.
What? Because I was like, all right, because you're the person said to me, say, even if you give a new person a chance. Some say, really? The person said, remember, so when Anne-Marie took over, she was new to politics. So I'm said, yes, but there are differences. There was someone there in the PnP seat, and yes, still you guys were caring about roads. I remember driving to Portland, it was deplorable condition. Like it was really, really bad, right?
Right.
And that person was there because a PnP stronghold. So for decades, it was really deplorable condition.
Right.
Now somebody new took over, and the person actually put in work.
Right.
Because the person actually put in work. So you can't compare Anne-Marie to Isaac right now and try to use the same Isaac compared to the person who died. No, you can't do that. Because remember, say the person that was there before, them never put in substantial enough work. It's just a PnP seat, and it just see it because the person become a bastion in the party and just stick.
if me have a power to cut out something, that would have cut out.
Exactly.
Man, for work,
Exactly.
for your seat.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
supposed to see it.
So I asked both of them. And I said, be real to me. We're gonna look upon this thing pragmatically, okay? You're voting in the best interest of your constituency, right? Wouldn't you vote for somebody who's actually doing the work? That's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
If them say yes, but anyone say Andrew corrupt. I was like, remove Andrew for a second. Just remove Andrew out of this. You're voting for your MP, right? You're not voting for Andrew. But deep down, entrenched within, the PnP was mobilized and their incentive was to remove Andrew Wallace. That's it. That's what they want. They were doing everything in their power to remove that man. Even going against their best interest, Rick. Even going against their best interest, which something, as you're quite so just now, to remove his die-heartedness, because I don't care who is the party in my constituency. If the person is working in, guess what? That person may have vote final. I'm sorry, I don't care.
If me did have the power to remove something, that's how we made a remove, brother. Because I strongly believe say you're supposed to work for your seat, my general. You get me? I say, and so if and it kind of that is the problem for you like me. We're born in a stronghold place, brother. Because at the end, when me look, me can't relate to what the other rest of people I relate to. Because me have to use my sense, brother, and not feelings. Because me just see you just have vote. And me no see you have nothing for sure. We can't get a comfortable drive from anywhere go and be or nothing at all. You're not on a road. You're not no farmer development. It just come like a back of bush, brother. And the place have space and potential. And I say, I know place where have space and potential. The place have space and potential, but because a man know say, me have this a lock already. Me no need to do much work, bro. You get me?
Right. Yeah.
Stronghold or a PnP stronghold. You no need to do nothing major. I'm just know say, me have this a lock and whatever. You get me? I say, you know, see my all till election time and them thing there. You get me? I say, so at the end of
the traditional, because the traditional stuff where, okay, I'm born PnP because my grandmother PnP or JLP, and that's the only reason why I am going to vote. The incentive in terms of what's going on in the constituency, wherever the person is working, you remove that, and you're just dead set on focusing on voting for the party.
But
go ahead.
You know, say if we continue like this as a people, we'll never move forward. We are going to always stagnant like dirty water on the bus stop, brother. We're not going to move forward because this die-heartedness here kill we.
The only good thing, the populace is not made up of only people who think like that. That's the only good thing,
Yeah.
So you have people who can actually make progress, irrespective of how other people are thinking. But if the populace were only made up of people who only set on this die-hearted madness, then we wouldn't have no progress at all. We wouldn't. You understand? Because it was only party and not progress. Instead of progress and put party aside. Because government is supposed to work for the people, That's what they're in for.
Thank you.
Work for the people. Road, water, those things are necessities, It's not party supposed to do something, Is the government supposed to do it? Right?
Hey,
They're necessary stuff.
Well, on the real man, Patriots I say things change now, everybody after all right, I really say more spotlight there because as a queen every web viral and so forth. But if you look on the conditions of certain strongholds, brother, I mean not that no specific stronghold. Majority of the stronghold them, bro. You have one of them not Kingston, the Western Island and the Eastern Island where stronghold. If I look on the condition of them places, brother, it's a disgrace, bro. You get me?
There's a video, Rick.
Right.
There's a video that showcases this thing. Okay? The Prime Minister met a young man on the street. It's a viral video. And the man asked him, say, why are you PnP? The man, if he had something substantial to say why he is, that's fine enough. Him just set him a PnP and Mr. Otis asked him out, is there any progress at work? I'm paraphrasing, right? Ask him if him see things are going. And the man said, actually, yes. You know, the PnP, the PM do a good work. What him say after that? The man said, well, you have to make Marky G get a chance.
Right.
If that doesn't show the microcosm of all these people think there's nothing else, that was the perfect. Mr. Only should I look at that video and listen to his response and say, oh my God, wow.
But that is like a lot of like how me that even see in even a lot of comment section. I mean I say the people them take Jamaica for a game. Me not have a problem with Mark Golden being the president, you know, but you have to show say you're more capable of being the president than the people them. I don't think it's give a chance thing like a joke thing. Yeah? The country and a joke thing in general. I see you
Right. Exactly. That's what I say. Whoever is actually doing the work, then that's the person fitting to do it. You know, gamble on the country or gamble on your constituency because of your preferred party. That not make no sense to me, you know. You just a gamble because, okay. And somebody else who's actually doing the work, irrespective of who the party are, the person. You just vote on the best interest of the constituency, not just party alignment. That's the way I not understand. It just baffling to me how people think that way.
Right, yeah, man. But at the end of the day, as me say, you know, the thing is a lot of people are entrenched in the diarrhea thing and me born diarrhea politics, brother. You get me? I say
Crazy,
because
Rick.
that breed man, a whole heap of negligence in this thing, and you know, a whole heap of places just remain the same. Because enough time I see man a pine pan road, I say, oh, this no fix and that no fix. Them place there stay so for all over 50 years, brother. And I see him type of mindset. Because the man just tell himself, say, oh, as long as my MP are rule when me like, me not care if me a suffer, me not care if me a dead. As long as me just want to know say my MP are run my place. You get me? And me not see it so, brother. Me and these people are not no friend. You know, you're not my friend, you're not my charger, or nothing. You get a job.
Right.
So me expect you to do your job. You see? Yeah, when you got work,
We're not
your friend, brother.
east, you see, Rick. We're not east. I don't think it's further to like Europe side. I think it's more to oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the place name again, man? There is a big bridge. There's a big bridge. It's kind is a wooden bridge. Rick.
Right.
And it's scary to go across because sometimes there are holes in the bridge because the wood rotten.
Right.
And then there's a next one. I think a hurricane wash it away, and people live across the mountainside. So whenever there's like heavy rain or something like that, people can't access their community. They have to wait until the river subsides to cross. Like literally, that's how people live in to cross.
Right.
And yet still, you have a person who is a member of parliament in the JLP for decades. And stuff like that should have been addressed. You know? You have people over there, children who go to school, and if it rain, can you imagine you send your children to school? And if it rain, them can't come home. If it rain. They cannot come home because they cannot cross the water down the river. These are the conditions, and it is a JLP stronghold for decades. And it just become the status quo because guess what? Him don't have to do much. Him just do the bare minimum. Because why? He know that his seat is secure. As you rightly outlined earlier. That's the problem as well.
That diet is something I can relate to personally because as me say, repeat again, you know, me born under the government, the M as Fenton Ferguson as MP, and I have never seen that man in my life yet. At TV, me see the bread upon, and I'm my MP for about 18 years or more.
But me I try to show on to say whether you're PnP or you're JLP, right? Nobody now hold nobody feet to the fire. no time at all, right? Like you say, after this done, it die down and everybody chill till 3.5 years time come. Then you see them rile up back the thing again, and then everybody a move forward towards partying, eating, drinking, fight over KFC, who are this and who are that, and there's nothing else behind it. But me say earlier on, whether you're a PnP or Labour right, no matter who win, you still have to go underneath the regime of the government, knowingly that, like Invest just say a while ago, whether a JLP or a PnP stronghold place, if the bridge need to be fixed, them supposed to allocate funds for that bridge get fixed.
But
It no
not
matter who in a
supposed to.
power.
It's not supposed to, Let me say this last thing on Blacklight can pass the mic to Blacklight, It's not supposed to, Roman. Every constituency, there's a lot meant for constituency development fund, Every constituency get that,
Yeah,
It's not like a supposed to, Them get it every single year.
so I
So
know.
for development in the community, road work, the gullet to be to be clean, the post office if the roof blow off, right? If the railing come off of the a particular bridge in that area, if the bridge will need widen because now we have more traffic in that more traffic in that area, so now we need a wider bridge. All of these stuff the MP or the councillor supposed to notate these things, bring it to the meeting, and then them have strategic meetings to work on these projects. But you have people in a seat for decades, and people are still suffering the lack of certain resources. I just don't understand how people accept these things. Them can accept it and put on the brightest green and the brightest orange. Like how do you live? How do you sleep at night knowing that you send your children to school? If the rain fall, them cannot come home. But yet, some politics time, you're the first one in the bus. Hang off, ring the bell, or
Just like
shut power.
because just
Huh?
like just the same format where the man they use to represent music, are the same format them use to represent politics, where a man talk off him feelings. Just like even the other day, me see me bridging them views of the people, tag me in a some video. And when you ask him and them who in the street, who in the clash, everybody has say a chronic law, and no man can give a valid reason. A man just say, yo, Mali than a baby, a law boss when he clash, and that's it. So I see him where the man them made the politics, so a man just know say, yo, a feelings you are going
It's
to
just
so.
who them like.
No, you don't hear no valid reason yet as to why law win.
Well, on man. So may I say,
Much of man, brother.
I think I see an next person unmute. Sorry, Blacklight, I don't know say. But when I say the man them now just like when it comes on to the politics as well. A man just tell us say, yo, me like PnP or me like JLP. And he never have an explanation as to, and I like we were there, so we probably can give like a clarity as to why we have said this or said that or whatever. A man now no explanation at all, brother. I'm just tell us say, yo, this me say, and that's it. Not really care. But go through Blacklight.
Yeah, as to the Portland thing, me have a little bit of a concern in terms of, because I mean, for the last 5 years, them people are upon a theme in which them attacking corruption and them their whole vibe and all of them supporters and them internet following is like them training these people to become astute political pundits when it comes to the area of corruption and integrity. But all of a sudden, these people voted for a 2-time convicted drug mule, that is going to embarrass us internationally to become a lawmaker. These same people that for 5 years, their whole focus is integrity and corruption. And they voted for a 2-time convicted drug mule to become a lawmaker.
Well, an idea, me get to answer as it relates to that,
Is a grave double standard that in terms of, I am pointing at you and saying these people are shady over there, but we even have candidates that we introduce into the people for the first time that they don't even have a clean background,
Yeah,
This is
as it relates to that still, but an idea, I'm on doing time and whatever and clear up him records and so forth. And at the end of the day, we live in a society where a man can get a second chance depending on the crime. So me get where I say still, but I understand with them and them campaign and all them, because at the end of the day, probably if it was like the JLP eyes that I represent for them would have beat him bad and as well. So I get to you say for real. I get to me and say.
Yeah, what happens is that what I mean by that is that you see, all right, the PnP supporters outside of when their party is in power, they're very critical and astute and political savvy and conscious of what is happening and able to critique the government and hold them to whatever standard, a high standard. But as soon as the PnP is around, that's the problem I have. The way that you hold, the standard that you hold for the opposition is obviously not the standard that you hold for yourself. Because even if that was the case, a man like Marky G couldn't be promoted as a leader. A man like Bunting couldn't even be around the party if you really say you're about integrity. Those kind of characters couldn't even came to the forefront. The last, wait, no, on the touch upon a little thing about the last election in terms of the results and thing on Peter Phillips. Remember, I said Peter Phillips was challenged in an election year, which is an unprecedented move by a PnP internally, you know. And the people that did that in terms of push him out, it was Bunting. Remember that kind of split the party in two, so they didn't really, it's like a default victory in 2020. So when we're seeing the numbers now, it kind of reflects a clear picture of what 2020 would have been if Peter Phillips wasn't internally attacked. I'm not going to say he was the most popular PnP leader, and that, you know what I mean? But obviously, there is some sabotage that took place internally. Because I believe the man even had to change them constitution to allow a challenge during an election year internally. So when we look at these type of things and the fact that these people are the same people that come around and present themselves as, you know, being unified without even having a solid organized opposition and still able to produce that result and get some seats, it troubling and it concerning to me. Me not feel good for say the JLP's performance should have been reflected in a, if really thinking and if it was really a conscious thinking people in terms of where I grow in the politics, the JLP performance should have reflected a landslide victory, my brother. That's something.
I don't think there's something. I don't think in this particular thing, Blacklight, for example, use the Portland East, for example, right? I don't think in this last election, the JLP themselves could have done anything more. Personally, what happened is that, as you rightfully said, the campaign, the propagandized machine, it started, right? And people, the PnP mobilized their base with one mission and one mission only. Because Anne-Marie Vaz, because I asked two people, you know, from there, you know, and them actually said the lady name Action Anne. Them said that she do the work. Both of them said that, you know. However, it's not like she didn't do anything and okay, fine. She did something that was visible to see for everybody. But that wasn't.
But invest. There is nothing when we that here, because normally if a person now do the work, and that say, yo, oh, you did promise with this, and at the end of the 5 years, you not deliver upon this. Me not hear the argument around Anne-Marie.
But you can't. They can't say that, Rick. They can't say that. Because the person that was there, you know, the person that was incumbent prior to she coming on. Remember, you know, this is considered a PnP stronghold, okay? But look at the history of how them talk about the road now, okay? Privilege is invisible to those who have it. The same people were complaining about roads years ago. The road bad. I've driven on it myself. Road really bad for real. Somebody came and give them road. Okay? So the person did something. Compare that to the previous person who had it, who did nothing. You see what I'm trying to say? So to me personally, this what me see this right now is that people were just mobilized because of what the machine was against the prime minister. That's what me see happen. Right. The base just come out and then disregard the work of whatever persons the MP working at the constituency, that's the opposing party, then disregard that and say, me don't care what the person do. Because now somebody's gonna say, oh, we don't care about Roderick. How can you say that? How?
Right. But it contradicting because me I watch a video over TikTok, I think, or Instagram. And I see one girl that show one road over there, said it's not fixed from whatever. And I said, which is it? Just I said, you don't care about road is not enough. But no,
Right.
you are sure road when not fixed. Me not understand.
Conveniently, cherry picking, conveniently. Because the same main road that is fixing it. But people call it carpet now, the same main road, which is the public thoroughfare. If you have a fixed road, you start from the public thoroughfare so that now easily commerce can come in your area. To and fro, goods and services can come easy access. Right? The ambulance, the police can get access to your community easier. Right? We're not talking about perfect utopia, you know. We are talking about incrementally work done. The first thing the main road is done. That they complained before. Now the work come now, then why? Nobody look at this now. We are saying, okay, we're gonna disregard that now. We're gonna disregard that.
That's it. But road fixing is not a favor, it's supposed to be done automatically. But at the end of the day, we can point to roads where all for 30 years, 40 years, they not fix yo.
That's what I'm trying to say. Prior to that, you know, the person was there for decades, Rick, and nothing was done. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's a right. It's supposed to be done, but compare that to somebody who was there in the seat for so long as a PnP stronghold and did nothing.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Because if this place is a PnP stronghold, we shouldn't even Anne-Marie shouldn't even get a chance to forward they come fix the road.
Exactly.
Give me a minute when I can damage you.
Yeah, got you. Come I share something, you know. So got you where I say.
So what we are praying now, then if the MP were dead and a next one jump in, I saw make Anne-Marie come in, then so here we going now. Him a work, you know. And I like him never did a work, you know, cause road fix, but here we going now. Boom, him drop out, then a by-election come, Anne-Marie jump in, Anne-Marie do theme part. You see me? Then the next man know where them saw fish, alleged. I don't know. Hear that. See? Him a go want a piece of, you know, if he say him a go do what him have to do. You see me? So here we going now. Remember say PnP strong pan the ground same way, and then if enough of them not turn out for vote, you go get an easy win. So now that them should both know and say, here we know, we want about 2 MP because here we going now. Use a JLP, you go do JLP thing, and you'll see how them deal with it. JLP deal with JLP, and left the PnP them down as so. So we now fix the road, we say, well, we are fix the road and deal with everybody, and then we win everybody, you know. We are deal with PnP over here, and we are deal with JLP over here, so. Now the man where them say jump in, allege when me yes a fish. You see me? We don't like to see now when him going, because nobody now give him no chance to say clean, you know. Which, as me say, allege, because I don't know.
Oh, so man, we not ready, my general. We not really care about the fish part. But
Yeah, so we have to him win.
So me I say the man win already, so there can be no demands. A man can only talk off him mouth. Them have to wait till when the man do what him do. If him do nothing, do nothing.
But Rick Star, me always are listening, you know. I me I listen, because me I jump from here live and jump over Imotech live, because we are listening, you see me? And you see, everybody when me listen, them a beat him down like him don't deserve a chance. And it's a ball game where everybody have to get a chance. So your side lose, you're humble, man. Even though you say you're on a JLP or you say you're on a PnP, but when we listen how you talk, you're campaign on the next side, same way, even though you say you're not in it, you know. You're not neutral. So look, you know.
Me ata?
If them, no man, no you man, no. You see me? So look, you know, give him fair chance and make we say, all right, him run it down, you know, so make we see where him going to do then. You understand?
Our country not supposed to give chance. I'm not gambling, brethren.
But at the end of the day, you still going to have people a reason said we, because me see people speak on both sides. We just are trying to pick things out of nonsense, because
and that fear, you know.
I look on something on the screen right now, because this young lady says she forward from over there. I just want the people them to hear what she has said, and we can reason.
Yeah, man, run him, man. We're there, man.
If we can reason upon it, what she has to make sense, yes or no. So we just have to play a little part of it and we can.
Everybody come out and talk about East Portland. Come out and talk about East Portland. I'm telling you this, me is from East Portland. So when my blood clot live there. So when I live there, you ask them folk, they not fucking give. So when that company media and talk about East Portland, talk about we. Because we are younger generation them and they don't realize that I be old people and people have them money run back on the drugs deal of them. When I come out and come and talk about East Portland, every minute you want to run for East Portland, two and my bars get boss. A Bloomfield leader run Portland all years, me know. Bloomfield never losing seat, so then kill him, get rid of him, and get Labour right in a power. Nobody come talk about East Portland like you know nothing about up here. I suffer with the up here, I suffer all the road where them a fix us. If I never election I come up, then no fix road. So when I go talk about East Portland, no fix up on the statement, brother. When I come at draft. Let me tell you this, when me buy my plane ticket to left Jamaica, and the Prime Minister, and I know none of them up at Portland, me see from me know myself. I never see Anne-Marie Vaz in person, I'm 27 now. He come where she come around, I must win me not the day. You hear? And I know me alone, and the younger generation like me and younger, me can talk out for themselves. What they do for we? Sure, we want something what they do. True, they fix a piece of road, no feel like you road in a process to fix and then kill Bloomfield. So then they have to do it whether they like it or not. When you fix up on a statement, they must stop come out here and chat like you know nothing about Portland. What know about blood clot Portland? If I feed them alone, we drop in a ditch and die. If I feed them alone. So when I come talk about my verse, what she a do? You look road where fix or nothing. You don't see walk around and LPL and them. When you see my walk around help people who can't they sell, people already have their money get farmer card in my constituency. We don't see no MP nor nobody. You hear me telling you? I'm not afraid to talk that. Paul Thompson disrespect me first time I got yard for help. Over Kensington, me live in Manchester and Paul Thompson disrespect me first time I got yard for help. If Paul Thompson not there with we as look a young generation, he not give nothing. You hear? Paul Thompson asks if your ID when you go here, ask him for help and go make people search up who you vote for, ask them who you vote for. And he now help and tell us to come out of yard before you go in dog for you. So when I come about Portland, brother, and if you know MP, they up here treat you before election and know say election that come up. When I come and talk like you don't know, well, you don't know, you not talk, brother. Me grew up Portland all the years of my life, got school at Portland, everything. And mother have 7 pitney and she suffer with we under Labour right bandage. You hear? Suffer with we. So good we no come we you all away. No come out bad, we come out to something good. When I run combo East Portland, brother. If you don't know about not talk, don't talk.
All right, I think we can make an assessment from what is being said there. I don't know where you make up that argument because at the end because at the end of the year, anyways, let me hear what I say invest.
This right there is exactly what you were talking earlier. She summed it up exactly in her own statement, you know. She
Right.
said a Bloomfield place, you know. She said, look where we live, okay?
Right.
She said, look where we live, and she's trying to point out the condition, right? That's what she's trying to do, make a point.
Right.
Then she said it's Bloomfield's area from she born. A Bloomfield place forever how long. So why is the condition say the same if a Bloomfield place? You said because they kill him and push him out.
Yeah,
Why Anne-Marie become? Huh?
No, me as the first thing she show where she live, you know. And would basically, but anyways. All right, Nikki, that this some like, as me said, the typical meds where a lot of people hold. You get to me I say, and this me not say that because a person probably poor or not depend certain level. You get to me I say? Because you can be poor and you have ambition and you a whole of meds. You get to me I say, and as you get a glimmer of hope to lift up out of poverty, you go take it. But based on them type of mentality, because one, you hear what she say, mama have 7 pitney, you know. I know say how it go when all the lady have 7 youth, you know. Say technically, you know. You get me I say, or probably no foundation. and she kind of inherit that and whatever. I mean, understand, probably you feel frustrated and whatever. But the idea, you know, it come down to like your mindset. You see? And based on what me see, it sounds like handout settings, but that's just my view still.
So
I completely this actually does point out how because she actually what she's trying to portray in this in the video, you know, what she's trying to say, you know, it's actually is counterproductive, you know, because
Right.
she's saying that this particular seat is a PnP stronghold. That's what she's saying.
Right.
Circumstances make Anne-Marie took over. The condition were the same when this man was in there for so long, or the seat was predominantly PnP. The condition is the same.
Right.
So me not understand what she's trying to say now. What she's trying to say, the piece are already fixed. Huh?
So you admit to some form of productivity. Because the idea, if it was a case where I say, well, this person did not do anything at all, would I understand? You get what I say? But at the end of the day, I see Big Papa and Newt still. So let me hear what Big Papa say.
yo, morning, everybody. Yo,
Yeah.
really and truly, if we look on, if we use historical factors with that constituency, it was predominantly a PNP constituency because of the how the PNP did not come out to vote the 2020 election. They lost the seat to the Jamaica Labour Party. They lost the seat to Anne-Marie Vaz did 5 years. Her political life as an MP is 5 years. The 5 years, the time when the PNP never come out to vote and the JLP whitewash them. The PNP seem to be galvanized again. Them seem to be gelling back again behind Mark Golding. And this is one of the results of it. The other seats that they took would have been strong PNP seat that because nobody never come out come vote. Nobody never come out come vote them lose. When them win back most of them now. Or some of them. All right. We in a contest, one person go win, one person go lose. And so it sounds like when I say she not deserve to lose, which me think would have been unfair to Isaac because if him put in the work and on the day or the training session to get to the day of the match, him put in more work and him just win the contest. It is not, I cannot say him not deserve to win or insinuate him not deserve or she not deserve to lose. It's kind of unfair, but it is what it is. Let's see if Isaac I go take what she do or what she accomplished within the 5 years and build on it, or it I go regress back to Bloomfield days.
But that's try if it makes
This is not somebody who deserve to lose or Isaac don't deserve to get a chance. Him run as an MP and if him have the qualification, the wherewithal, and if him have the vision to be an MP, that's fine. All I'm looking at the logic of this situation. That's all I'm looking at. I said, if somebody is voting, it's not every single this diet, you know, the problem in a Big Papa is people only sticking at them party. Me just a vote for my party. Even if it goes against even if it goes against the best interests of your constituency, you just a vote for your party. That's what me see. If Anne-Marie Vaz didn't do anything at all, you know, I wouldn't even have in this conversation. I wouldn't.
But invest. You can't say that about Eastern Portland because Eastern Portland would have been a PNP stronghold for years.
But that's the
But
problem. But that's the problem.
But it switched.
where
Big Papa,
voted against the PNP
Big Papa,
2020.
Big Papa, the diet, the stronghold. When a man get a position and they become a PNP or JLP bastion in the party and him seat secure, that's a problem because now it become a status quo where him can do minimal effort and still win. It's a problem. That's what we
Because
talk about. It should be strictly meritocracy. If the man,
No,
if the
but
woman or the man don't do a work, you vote him out, irrespectful
no,
of who.
but you're saying party people have vote along, people are dieted, whatever party. Eastern Portland has proven that this is not true because 2020 they voted against their party or did not come out to support their party. Is that them come back now to support their party? So it has switched from
I
either
like where you
side
say them come back.
within the last 10 years.
I like where you say them come back.
and that
What
is
that
the
mean?
reason why, in my view, when you see certain places stay away, it we don't stay that way, brother. Because at the end of the day, I think say we reach we in a 2025 now, where people, me not say everybody are go just overnight, be smart and so forth. But me feel like people feel have sense, brother. Because the same.
Why the people them now not centric? Why the people them now not centric? Should them vote against Anne-Marie Vaz?
Bro, and listen what me I say. The same issue me have with Eastern St. Thomas where me live, brother. Scrap over Portland. Me not live there, so. Eastern St. Thomas where next door. Me born and grow there, so, brother. And even for my status, me put it where one of St. Thomas people there. Me tell them to explain to me what has sent from Fenton days them do around there. The even woman deserve a chance to win, brother. Because at the end of the day, me think say you're supposed to show something that compromise and people are win from promise and you know do nothing at all, brother.
But what you just express
The
is your opinion, you know, Rick.
hold on, the only member say even you know you usually take pleasure in your thing I echo back into when you mention St. Thomas, the only thing you mention about Obian them something, you know, brother. We don't have no stoplight, we don't have one KFC, we don't have nothing around there, you know, bro. And the only time you see little light around there was what year. So me I try to understand and I like say yo, this you did have like PnP did run it for 5 years and then the next party I run it and then the next party I run it. Them people are run it from a barn, brother. And no do nothing at all, bro. So that's my problem with this thing, my general.
The die-hearted issue because even sorry, I'm Big Papa. Even go on the western part of St. Thomas. You have one man immunized from forever, right? But yet still, and me not say him not do anything, but there's critical infrastructure where could have been addressed for the amount of time the man is in there and he's a JLP person. So me not talk about one party, you know. I'm just looking at what is going on. There's a bridge over there, I think in a Landui, so somewhere here around there, so where it's a wooden bridge. When they drive on it, bop, sometimes there's holes in there where people can't even walk on the bridge safely because you can accidentally twist your ankle or something. It's scary to drive on. There's a next area when you go further up. There's a place. Oh, sorry, Rick.
No, I say as I explain with St. Thomas, say you know what if things can be done. But if I look from Western St. Thomas to Eastern St. Thomas from a barn, right. Brother.
There you go. There's an area if you keep on going Landui. If you keep on going Landui area, there's a place over there. I think it's a storm wash away the bridge. It's like a small walking bridge. And I think some hurricane destroyed the bridge. So people actually like them put like logs and stuff to make people walk, and they put like stone and log and people walk across it to go over them house. Right?
Oh, this person set the platform for the next person do it. We not voting for set platform, but we voting for do the work. Right now, Isaac in. Me not think Isaac voting for set platform or whatever. Isaac voting for do the work, so you're supposed to do the work. You get
just do what you're supposed to do. There's a lot meant there for constituency development. Doesn't use it. Look for the critical areas, the weak points in the infrastructure and fix them. That's it. Any constituency is supposed to do that. Not only say, oh, this is a JLP stronghold, so these people will always vote JLP, or a PnP stronghold, so it forever be PnP. It's madness.
If me have the power in a politics, and that me don't want the power to get rid of that.
I have my daughter, my 6 nice daughter. If me send my daughter to school, And if me in my house and the rain start falling, me have to worry because she cannot cross the river to come home because
Brother,
there's no bridge. Come on,
invest.
man.
When we live at St. Thomas, you know, brother, you drive from even like Bath to Maranpi or them place. You're tired by the time I reach, you know, my general. To all the
The
roads.
road.
What
Yeah.
I've been is
And we
And
don't worry about dilated.
I tell about 13 mile what I driving, you know. You're tired like I roll Jamaica I drive around, you know, my general.
yeah. When I hear me,
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah, yeah.
you all are describing is many constituencies within Jamaica. And this no unique to no one parish, no one constituency, no one division. In every
That's the
parish
problem.
you can find these, you know, with
That's the
either
problem.
being the political representative, you know. It's
That's the problem.
not unique, you know. But personally, I think I said yes, the popularity contest in terms of entertainers and going out for stamp for politicians in this election, I think ISAT would have benefited from it. Because me think ISAT mantra or what ISAT go for is constitutional reform. And I think at that meeting with panic campaign trail, me not see man a big meet and say nothing like, you know, basic bread and butter issues. That's a complicated subject. That's a very
Most
complicated
me
subject.
not me,
And
me no want disrespect.
people,
Me no want
and people,
disrespect nobody, Big Papa. Me no want disrespect nobody. But most people who voted don't understand what that means. And they don't
no,
care
but
about
that's
that.
what I'm getting to. So me think of the popularity contest push him over the edge. He had celebrities. He's kind of a celebrity. But think of that push him over the edge. And the unite, the galvanizing of the PnP, all of that, all those factors push him over the edge. I don't think what he said or what he would have said in a council meeting or whatever meeting him keep with him constituents. If him
Right.
go on constitutional reform, nobody would be, few people in the room would be able to understand. But
Remember,
because
I'm saying the people them too full fever understand the manifesto, you know, brother.
okay,
But
Him
then,
say
but then
man,
again to but then again to him winning on, Big Papa. So you make a valid point. All of those things actually um all of those things actually work to make him become the MP, right? So I mean I discredit anything we said just now, you know, right?
But me just,
All I'm just looking at the logic in terms of the voting populace,
yeah, me
right?
just like say when people are get take down, you're supposed to get take down if you're underperform and we look and we say, well, you know, based on what I go on, you say, I go on like you own this place. So we want to remove you and put somebody else where can do the job better. I don't think Jamaica is a joke thing where, as the man them a say, a popularity thing or whatever. And a joke thing, brother. You get to me? I say,
Or
but
give a chance, or just use this slang, say, oh, this man they give a chance. We're not
yeah,
supposed to, our country not supposed to take by chance. It's supposed to have concrete vision. But we are
right.
going to build up and not just take a chance. Oh, give this man a chance, we see what him going to do. Really? No, sir.
but look at Bob's Grange. You ever hear Bob's Grange talking? Really answer them. You ever hear Bob's Grange talk? You think at best, Bob's Grange is semi-literate. And Babsy Green has been the MP for St. Catherine, the Sovish Wachi there for many years. Many years.
What about the performance for Big Papa?
What
This is the thing, you know, with even Isaac and Anne-Marie. I think Isaac a way more smarter person than Anne-Marie if we talk about
Facts. Way more.
Anne-Marie actually like
Even I can even go as far as this. In terms of intellect, Mark Golan is more intellect than Andrew, in my opinion. I honestly think that.
You can't
I
use
honestly
eloquence. Wait.
hold on, man.
Use
Hold
eloquence
on, hold
and
on.
determine
Black
that,
light,
my brother.
black light, black light,
a challenge, brother.
black
Just
light.
one
Me
explain.
say, my opinion, me personally, I believe is that Mark Golan is a more intellectual than Andrew Holness, in my opinion. That's what me believe. Okay. However, if the man is doing the work, right?
Right.
He's galvanizing support. He's allocating resources where they're supposed to go. Right? He's doing what he's supposed to do. Give him the man a chance. I don't have a problem with that.
I saw me.
But if he wasn't doing the work, me not care. If Mark Golding now do the work and he more eloquent in speech, me no business. I don't care.
Right, I performance me I look for my general. So at the end idea to me, and people me don't want to get it twisted like when they think me they are ball over and marry, you know. Me just I look for like the logics of this stuff. You get to me I say what people are say. Because me hear people are say PR work is not enough. I mean I really understand it because at the end idea if the next person before wasn't doing anything. I like say yo you inherit a constituency where well up and everything bougie and whatever and you just do the bare minimum. You know, I did mega school, a Portland mega school, you know, Eastern Portland St. Pete. So me know around there long time. You get to me I say people around there, you know. So no man can trick me about Portland and Eastern St. Thomas my general. You get to me I say so at the end idea as me say, yes, on my observation, me more interested in the performance than the pretty speech because from a born and I grow in a politics are strictly pretty speech me I hear. You know, man, killer with speech and argument when an election time. But no, all right, up I even Sunny Hill when me there one night time, you know. Brother, and this I don't know lie or not captain. The man them have a post office where them are fixed up there. And every election time, you see the man then come with couple bags. Ask anybody when no upper Sunny. And as the election done, bro, you don't know where the black gone, you don't know where the thing the madman living there, bro.
Why change it if the one trick will work for? You know, try reinvent the wheel.
Right now, me never done the with you. But right now, me know say when election thing, them and them forward and draft them cement and support and tell the people and say them off. And by now, the man is supposed
one bag of cement that you know hard up by now.
Hey, me have the opportunity, you see, me have the opportunity to run in a people's house, okay? Me have the opportunity. I've been all over. I've seen condition, Rick, where tears come in my eyes, you know, Rick. We have mothers where there is no bed in the house, you know, Rick. There is no bed. A grown they sleep on in a Rick. Then spread cloth and stuff on the ground, you know. You understand? Tenement yard, big yard, you know. I've seen that my own eyes, you know, in our country, you know, Rick.
Right.
The condition of me see, you know. This is not what somebody tell me and see on Instagram, you know, when me witness my own self, you know. Right? And most of these people, right, they'll be the first one political campaign, you know, Rick. Right? The first one from political campaign. What about the interests of your country? What about the interests of your place? Right? There's an era when I have no post office. When I have no post office and these old people call a little check. They might get one taxi, right? Or one bus, drive 30 miles to the nearest big town, right? Because they used to have a post office back in the days, in the 20 years ago. Now there's no post office. These people have to drive in a major town now with them little check. Sometimes they might get robbed, them lose their money, them don't know, them miss up because they have dementia, right? These are the stuff in our country, you know, and people are worried about dieted. Oh, this is PnP Stronghold, JP Stronghold. Really?
Yes.
Our country?
You see why people like that go out and vote for the political party? Because election in Jamaica is one big happy time. It's one big adult sports day. You can get one money, one shirt or two shirts with some money wrapped up in it. If these people impoverished enough to have no bed, you think they're going to pass up on $5,000 in one shirt? This is why successive administration in Jamaica has failed the Jamaican state for years from 1962 until now. Because this is why them create garrisons and enclaves, blocks of vote where them sure off. You know, when political time come, we can call upon them people, me give barely enough to keep you survive for the 4 year. Every Christmas you might get one bun and cheese, you might get one chicken in a Easter, whatever them do when them do what them do. And them give you just enough. Plus you have enforcers or so-called areas.
All right. So see, JA Mexi TV said, I know where that post office is in Sunny. So thank God somebody else there will know Sunny and know say me not capping. You know, that post office was operational when me just go up there go 1 blocks. And for about 10 years, the post office locked. And with each election, the man then draw about 6 bag of cement and some steel. And when the election done, then take it them up back, brother. I'm sure me can bet say that's not fix yet all now, bro. And you know, them have vote for who them have vote for. So me just assure you. Yeah, and
Rick.
nobody not a concern yo.
They live in a Spanish town.
Rick, sorry, Big Papa, go ahead.
Dela area this. And when election time coming up, so when election time on election morning, you hear fence a beat from way up the lane, you know. You know what time it is, though.
Get up and go vote.
Yeah, happy go vote.
But me kind of understand and me pity this because probably certain place a bad man place we are running on a system. But these places where me attack, nobody not force you to do nothing, brother. And you know, see no organization where I say, yo, here we go on. Enough is enough, you know. If you now fix the post office, go no mama, and we now vote. You get me I say? At them, there's something me I expect to see, you know, brother. And you can come put on 2 blocks when an election time either. We have to fix it for early. At them, the demands me expect to see the people them make. However, as me see people them love. I say the people them love the party more than
Yes.
people, brother.
Yes, that's why you see, I come on platform like this, you know, to actually keep me seeing, you know, based on the stuff that me see on a day-to-day basis, you know. Right? Sometimes some of this stuff with me see, Rick, it can make me even my heart, it can make me become immune to certain things and not have empathy anymore, you know, Rick.
Right.
But when me can talk about these things, listen to Uno, get different feedback, it actually helped me, you know, Rick. Right? Over decades, we do this thing, you know, and the condition when me see, right? That's why I'm so passionate about my country, because the condition when me see. Rick, me fortunate, you know, Rick. When me finish work, you know, me go home, me not have to think about them people no more, you know, Rick. You understand? But how can I live like that? Well, me just okay. Me have the finest things in life, but then my own brothers and sisters in my country, you have people who are asleep on floor, virgin. Huh? Old people can't go on post office. Children can't cross on bridge to come from school if rain fall. Huh?
So the man,
really?
I didn't think that at the end idea of my problem, bro. Because at the end idea, I know say, yo, I have enough time, I just manipulate the people and take it. And so a lot of people are not really smart, and so them not using brain. But he must have, say, boy, Ray, a long time he must have checked in. I wonder if him there they are in God.
Oh man, I wait my turn, man. Yeah, the reason still is it.
I say, go.
Yeah, man.
Super chat. We say JLP win Central Kingston. And that means I say more ball in now.
Yeah, so you know, I'm more red meat. Them I say conspiracy and Andrew a thief more election and then sitting there still. Well, but we're watching see what going because a couple more constituencies I do some recount still as well. Right. I think even Portland Eastern recount are going.
Right.
Yeah, recount are going. So
I strongly believe that Isaac gone with it still, but based on probably the numbers probably dodge up or more because but anyways, like I see, because then I say the next Virgin win and he win by 67 feet.
Votes, 67 votes. Or are you talking in Central Kingston?
Yeah.
That me see them say still, and you know, them the seat there, Mike and man, the place that in a brother. There used to be strong PnP seat, you know, right? And it does switch right now. We normally them seat there. You see Kingston, you see the east side there, Rick. Right. Kingston Central, Eastern Kingston and Port Royal. We talk about Rockford side, go we out of airport and them sitting there. You know, and normally PnP Stronghold them place there, bro. From you get what me I say? Yeah. And you realize say even with Kingston Central, that's surprising to me if you see say PnP lose that seat there again. Because that was normally a strong, PnP constituency.
Right.
You understand me? I said, but over the Portland side, Eric, man, check out your vlog in the day, yeah. And it's funny too, this lady there, the lady were in the green, wrap her head, and I cuss and I go on, but I find that very funny still.
I sent Elizabeth, she represent.
Right. But the thing is, Rick, George Wright was a surprise to me too. Same lose.
Right.
It's surprising to me, same lose. But now we talk about his loss like Anne-Marie Vaz. But I mean, George Wright loss is a surprise because guess what now? Andrew wanna say gamble with him by putting him back down there.
Right.
Yeah, you understand me? I say, yeah, thinking say boy, him couldn't be the one for win the seat and things like that. Because remember, then they push him out after the video circulate, and he was an independent, and then when Mark Goldlinger put eyes at down at Portland, them say, all right, we can sway in a moral compass over we, so we are putting back George Wright and the house speaker. You get me? I say, yeah, the previous house speaker when they fire over that whole corruption sitting there. You get me? I say, and it goes to show again. Blacklight made up a point, and he make a very good point about say, all right, cool, over East Portland, we have a 2-time convicted felon, whatever. But Mrs. Dalrymple Filbert was fired for corruption too. They run her out for corruption, right? And here she is going back her seat. So it's a two-way street, bro.
Right. That's why I say, I really get into the legalities. Right.
I mean, it's a moral compass.
Yeah, if a man qualify for thing there and it's not illegal, I'm going to really beat up myself about that.
Right.
Look, and if you're capable of the job, yes or no. I understand the morally a man may say, well, when it comes down to this or that, a man not supposed to represent with them record. But in terms of until Jamaica itself fix that, I don't think that is much of an argument unless you just a whole political standpoint.
Right. Let me say this and then Milande. Mark Gordon said a very good argument to me like Rick. Him say they need to forward with the impeachment legislation, Rick.
Right.
Because right now in our government, Rick, right? None of these politicians can be held accountable as it relates to legislation, Rick.
Right.
You can't, there's nothing to impeach them and get them out of office. You understand what I say? So when you have these legislation, a man knows say if he slip him will get impeached, them will behave differently, Rick.
No, but the Prime Minister fire them still, but them keep them still are elected representative until them tenure done. So
no, man, I do understand that part. I'm just talking about like, me not talk about from a partisan side where if it's a JLP person do it, make Andrew Honest deal with it, or if a PnP person do it, make Mark Golding. No, brother. The House
the public
deal with them as it relates to the impeachment. Both parties deal with them irrespective of what political party they are affiliated with. You get what I say? I think that's important. The impeachment legislation needs to be fully active now because it hold them accountable and make them know say if we don't go on with no folly, yes, we'll put it upon trial and push it out.
From 1962 till now, when we claim so we get independence and universal adult suffrage and whatever, one politician go to jail. One, and it's Jag Smith. Jag Smith, Portia Simpson, they send him go to jail for farm worker money. We then should have the amount of miscreants and misconduct what them people are do. What them people are do and still able to go home at night time. It shouldn't be just Jag Smith. It shouldn't be just Jag Smith. Politician right across the board. Okay, you're going with good intention. System of politics in Jamaica corrupts.
Yeah, on. What then ideas? Yeah.
All right. When you have those kind of issues, as it will, say for instance, like all head of state, those type of issues not necessarily easy to deal with, even for first world countries. Which country it is? I believe is India or Pakistan or one of those Asiatic type countries where Like you have like about like over the last 20 years, you have like the last probably like about 4 or 5 prime ministers who end up a prison. And then after a while, the people believe the justice system and the governance is just being run in a partisan way, in a sort of a dictatorship by the military,
Right.
where it would appear as if the military have much more control over the courts and the justice system than the civilian populace. So it's a tricky issue in terms of just running in and just attacking politicians and their performance and taking them to court, because as you know, those type of posts enjoy a good amount of certain immunity in every sort of system.
Yeah, man, but we're not talking about take them a court for non-performance. We are talking about when them breach certain code of conduct and them sitting there, brother. Just like how, remember Bill Clinton, you know, right? Them accuse him of having an affair with Monica Lewinsky, and them did a put him on trial feed for impeach him. So I'm
but at the
talking
same
about
time, I can jump back on that and say there is some sort of nuance here, because I can point to Trump and say that man with all of those cases where he was facing shouldn't have been even in a position to.
Hey,
This is
let
not
go.
my opinion, you know, but I'm just saying that this could be a drawback to say that it's a very ticklish issue and complex issue, even
no,
for the law.
let me tell you why. With Trump,
but the
Trump, that was
constitution,
when he was out of office. We are talking about when
No,
man in
but
office, brother.
you see, the constitution of a
the
country
constitution
is
of
the
America can
biggest.
make you vote. Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The constitution of a country is it should be the most important thing in that country. You know, the rules that governs, the rules that you're supposed to live within. So when you destroy the constitution, take away bits of copy. Our PJ say the law is not a shackle. What that's supposed to mean still? Remember, the PJ said the law is not a shackle. You know,
Yeah,
there's
I tell you what.
caveats and holes where you can go through and dilly-dally through.
Yeah, I agree with you. That sentiment what that man expressed, where they said the law wasn't a shackle, he was referring to the fact that he wasn't in agreement with us having a referendum with the
Of
public.
course, the law is not a shackle. So if the law no one shackle, what is? What is?
But you're right, not even places that have the most elaborate constitutions on paper don't necessarily put them into the best practices. Like South Africa, where we can look at probably the most progressive and justice reformed type of constitution that enable a whole heap of liberties. But however, on the ground and how it's practiced is still culturally not accepted in its entirety. So that you can empower the people with a constitution, but if the people culturally don't have any sort of put it this way, the people not really culturally accountable in terms of they don't really hold people accountable at them word and at them performance and at a high standard when it comes to the political culture of the place. It take a while before the people get educated up to the standard of what the document actually say and how much it empower them. Put it that way, so that it take a few years for people to realize, hey, you know, we have these liberties and we can exercise it this way, and this way is how it's supposed to work, and that way is how it's supposed to work. So it take a while.
I'm a strong.
Care about the argument at Jamaica, because remember say it's not a lively night, you know. So
Yeah.
But Imhotep, ready there? I want to ask and so
Yeah, man,
but no, I want to ask something, Imhotep. But Southside, I want to say I think Southside there a long time, you know.
Yeah, man, that's why. Yeah, Rickstar, big up. What go on, Imhotep?
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, man, and big up Central Kingston, because you know I'm my place that.
So, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, respect.
All right. Yeah, but me that ask Imhotep, oh, Mark Golding quiet so. Because me not from me RG just make that little speech there and it just cool down and me not hear nothing more from the general. How I go on?
You know, say them disappointed still in the results in terms of them not winning the election, you know. So
but I not think election like put on a nobody foot where Andrew and Mark can say, well, me understand, so everybody put them best foot forward and have an expectation. So based on my calculation, yes or this, so we're supposed to take it. But just like how you think you have to take it the same way the next man them think them to take it as well. And at the end of the day, are the people them Just like how I think Anne-Marie once and once, and I think say Anne-Marie would have be better or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, she not put on no constituency there. People vote for who they want to vote for. So I don't really understand.
But the thing is, you know, Rick, remember the man in that use a little poll where them a poll 1,400 people and I tell Mark Gold inside them a lead and then sitting there, you know. And they're my favorite for win and them sitting there, you know. So, you know, the expectation, they way up there. And the time come people, yes, we are get rid of Andrew and Mark Gold and say, yeah, man. So they were very confident, as me say.
I don't even understand even footer hype. Me see enough people are beat footer what me I say. Footer does I say yo the G just come down easy. Him not come down with no flair or nothing. He just concede to the beat and just me never hear about him in the media again.
Right.
No, but if Mr. say him lose, because Mark Wallen know from about 8 o'clock say them losing. Because them internal polling, them do on sitting them internal polling. It would have been registered. Them know much vote them have in a PD there, the polling division, the one there, accumulatively. When them look on the sheet where the runner them look on and said that one they come, that one they not come, that one they not come, them would have see where them miss and where them gain. You understand? So Mark will know, so maybe him just walk away. Maybe him just walk away if John say you good try, but me thinking.
So I feel like I'm going to step for the next election. I'm going to be
there. Not have no message, but time come. Me think him do that. Honestly.
So so you feel like PnP have nobody as effective as Mark Golding at this moment?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They have better candidates. Where the film PnP much more relate to. Lisa was a much better candidate. I would have believed would have had a
brother, none of them people are dangerous like Mark, brother.
I think
and really that's not Rick. And really the astuteness are.
I think there is more to Mark Golding than just like just the politics itself and the pretty speeches and all of the ideas and so forth, brother.
I think
yeah, I agree with that.
Damian Crawford can appeal to the common man and he can appeal to the intellect. I think his verse, you know, is like how Andrew and Andrew they ever come, Andrew
from I think none of them tough like Mark still.
Him grew up in a 2-bedroom house and
I don't believe Mark is a good chess player. There is a whole heap of blunders, even close to the end here, that just don't look right in terms of people that preparing from 5 years ago. If you're such a master player, you're gonna come down to the moves where it's time for checkmate and make 2 little rookie mistake when you were playing like Bobby Fischer, you know, for how long. It don't make any sense. So I don't give that person that kind of credit in terms of that mastery where I see people is an eloquent speaker, I will say that, but he's a political novice. And there is a whole heap of blunders in the campaign process of this PnP campaign where they had so much time to prepare, which is shocking.
You can't talk all the way you want to talk. Marky G is toughest thing over there, brother. That me I tell you.
In terms of what? Intimidation or what?
In the campaign, you see? In the campaign, like, because like remember we have conversation almost in nauseam about just the time come. And we understand so the PnP didn't win. But let me tell you upon the ground, okay? The PnP, that thing, they galvanize a good amount of the propaganda is work, me say. It worked.
Brother, that was their default crowd. They just didn't show up the last time.
Bro, you can't talk all the way you're talking. You talk from a jail.
You know, understand me say no. You know, understand me say no black light.
You talk from a love for jail people.
No, them internally sabotage themselves and never show up last election. So them show up now.
I love of JLP. It's just that the disgruntled PnP came back home.
Me I talk from a general perspective based on what I observe, brother.
The fact say even when I said the PnP the disgruntled.
Well on, give me a talk. Me I say based on when me see Mark Golding manage to carry back PnP, me never did I expect it to come back together and have that vision for at least 1, 2, and 3 election, brother.
No, but what he did was try to unite
base. He tried to unite the base. And them seem pretty united as much as me think them will get united.
Bro, as me say, I hear an idea. When me see how me see Mark Golden operate, brother. Me understand. So when it come on to Damian Crawford and all of them other ones, as me say, some of them are some likable character.
Yeah, they're much more
Some of them-
popular.
and some of them can actually speak and so forth, but I don't think them have that flame there, brother. Trust
They're
me.
much more popular in terms of they would have been able to galvanize the PnP base on a level. I believe this is a default turn up and that they didn't really get all of them crowd out there because Marky G just don't command the confidence of all the PnP. That's why there is so much switching up. This is the most that we've ever seen PnPs jump ship and switch over to JLP and people jump are just coming out of the party completely. Is the most of it we've ever seen. And I believe the last election is telling in terms of that's when these people took over the background leadership of the party and they made some moves that it's the unity of the party is still suffering from that today. Because as I said,
whoever came up with the campaign slogan, whatever the message was, where I never see, but for some reason they saw it. Okay, what I'm saying on the ground, that worked for them. They didn't win the election, but what I'm trying to say is that the energy of what the PnP had on the ground to go against the opposition, you can't tell me you can't get credit to more for that.
No, because there's a whole heap of things not working.
Right now, I don't see none of them. Or for the otherwise, Mark Golden to beat and Jones on no election, bro.
Mark can't do it. It's impossible for Mark Golden to be a prime minister in this country. Even on the JLP side right now, if he wants to make a trade with Andrew would have beat him.
I disagree.
Like reasoning, I just love the JLP, brother.
No, because I can look at you and tell you, see, right now, I believe wholeheartedly, say Lisa and Crawford would have done a better job than Marky G completely.
Almost Lisa Anna win in her constituency, brethren. How much she win by? Come on, brethren, we're not be real. We're not be real, man. We not be real. Oh, did Lisa Anna win by a landslide in her constituency if she's that loved? Did she win? In a landslide?
On a level,
no, man. Come on, man. No, sir.
In terms of where you are positioned on a level, in terms of, all right, I can look at what we're going to start. I can name you a few seats that those persons have never sort of gotten any sort of challenge, like all East Kingston, you saw with Paul. There is no candidate that has ever ran against him that has ever significantly touched the numbers in any kind of a way whatsoever. So the numbers always look the same for him out here. So if you're positioned in a certain way, you know what I mean? What you're going to say in terms of like all of Dayton Campbell, a man to get run from out of some place, but he's a general secretary of the party. You know what I mean? You cannot look at it from that one black and white view to say that people struggling over which part of them is, so that definitely mean that they're not popular amongst the base of the party. No, my brother, that's not how it works. Where they are,
I'm just saying, if you paint them as okay, they're this popular as a result of their popularity, because you're saying they can connect with the common man, you know. So that means first thing, your first test is to, if you can connect with people in your constituency, that's your first test, right? You have to go off that historic data. So I'm saying, if she's that popular, did she win by a landslide? Because that's the first test. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, with this campaign right now, to whoever come up with this time come,
invest.
Trust me.
I don't think they did well. I think they made a whole heap of errors in terms of.
You know, see JLP being fearful and no Lisa and no Damian Crawford like man.
The 2 manifesto is a good look, my brother.
Brother,
the 3.5 last minute thing is a good look.
We not talk about good look or first thing, we not talk about appearance, brother. I talk about how the man approaches thing. Because as me said, if we did go off of just like generally, them man there's nothing supposed to do if we win 1 seat, brother.
No, but if you use 2020 results, that 2020 results is almost like a fluke.
brother. We are talking about what JLP has done since 2020.
That don't mean nothing to the people, them, Rick, because a whole heap of anybody who is dieted PnP, it don't mean nothing at all.
Hold on, bro. Because you're all over the place with the argument, you know. What do I say? I say based on how the man deal with him thing, and based on just him personality and so forth, these are the people where you are suggesting and tell me about them can connect to this and connect to that. I do not see the JLP being fearful of none of these people, brother.
I never said that either, you know.
Well, brother. Well, man. I said none of them people can win or be in whole heap of competition to JLP under no circumstances.
You never said that either. You said them is a better candidate than the one we presented based on what we see what him do. And I don't believe the numbers is a reflection of what in terms of the gaining, what them gaining seats. That is because the last election was a fluke. So any sort of jump in the numbers, because most PnP will tell us if all of PnP come out and vote, no way the JLP can be in government in any election. That's PnP proud for talk them way every day. It can go anywhere and hear that. I lie, me I tell.
No lie. I don't know what you are talking about.
Any PnP leader can mobilize the base.
As me say, just attack. My argument is that me no see nobody over there better Mark Golden, brother. So me don't know what you argument all of this long explanation.
And I said to you that there are other persons who are much more popular in the PnP than Mark Golden. Mark Golden is a plant. Mark Golden became popular because of a campaign. If you have somebody running now, say for
who's more popular than Mark Golden right now, Blacklight?
None of them, because the man run for 5 years as the
then say more people popular. Well, Mark Golden didn't know, brother. I didn't know. You get me? I said, remember Lisa?
Yeah, but considering where we're at today now, in terms of today now, my brother.
Lisa Anna was it? Lisa Anna would have been that popular person, but as me
yes,
them craft her and whatever, and she just walk left them. I saw that go, but I Mark Golden at the man right now, and at the end of the day, I him the PnP I look up to carry them going forward.
There was a feverish speech when Mama P was running, and the first woman and all that stuff, whatever. There was a favorite pitch in the PnP. I remember, right? Based off what me see on the ground, okay? Me just talk about maybe it's my anecdotal what me see on the ground. To this man galvanized the support from the people them to come out and vote against the PM, even against their interest in that constituency. That's what me I talk about. You have to give man credit, brethren. That's what me I say.
About invest. You know, because man can't credit it and use craft talk and talk about
if Jamaicans just voting on performance, only say Jamaicans not voting on performance and only labor the point while discussing the Anne-Marie situation for almost 2 hours, and now we're gonna come back around and we're gonna say the Jamaicans that came out and voted for Mark, they're voting because what? Because they must galvanize. I tell you, so the last one was a fluke. So any jump in the numbers now is going to look like an improvement.
So what the Jamaicans have voted for Mark? What them vote for?
Rick.
No, what are the big more Blacklight to tell me where the Jamaicans have voted for Mark? Vote for?
For the PnP win the election.
So
I might have 1 and 2 a MP level. You might have a 1 and 2 we're concerned about them MP. But most of the majority of the people that come out to vote for the PnP this time around would have voted the last time around if the leader wasn't sabotaged. That's what I already said, you know.
Clearly, I couldn't performance because the man is never a prime minister before.
So I cannot say that because they will sabotage and they make a jump to where they're supposed to be.
That wasn't
an improvement.
As a PnP flipped any JLP seat that wasn't 2020, before 2020.
No, I don't really think so.
That is the question.
That means the people that was disgruntled from Peter Phillips came home.
Yes.
They haven't.
And I'm saying what I'm trying to say is that Mark Golden caused them to come home, Big Papa. This is what me I said, man.
No, there is two factors. There's other factors that play to other nuances. The fact that there's a prime minister going for 3 terms that make it extra difficult.
There's always gray area and nuances or anything. But just I say,
A
based
prime
off
minister
the
going for
energy
3
and
terms, people are already tired with them in a second
No,
term.
but
Normally, a
but
3rd term is a complex move,
invest,
brother. So there's going to be
invest,
a tight challenge, regardless who was leading.
invest, invest.
yeah.
Remember, remember. This man, it was a divided party 2020. People now vote for him when the people stay home. They came, him, Mark Golden, to his credit, as managed to galvanize the party or the base around him. Has he galvanized it enough? I don't think so. But he has had, him by
obviously
the
him no
crazy
win.
glue.
Obviously him no win, Big Papa.
Right.
Obviously him no win.
Let me finish now.
Obviously him no win.
Let
But
me
can't
finish
me I
now.
say give the man credit for what he did.
But
That's what me I say now.
I am. I said he has
And
galvanized by
here
the
we
crazy
can't
glue.
we can't argue and say, well, him take back the seats them that was traditionally PNP seat. But a lot of these seats were take back, you can see say work was actually being done in a them
Central
seats.
Manchester would not stay PNP, JLP, brother. Central Manchester would not stay.
But I am saying, regardless of that, the people them no care about no work or no development or nothing. Them realize that them have somebody over there where them feel like can lead this thing. And them gone home back, bro. So that
I was South Central Clarendon down a veer down there, so down a Roddy Spencer down this up could not from cousin them come. It could not stay.
Mark
JLP.
Golden
Could not stay JLP,
created.
brother.
Mark Golden just create. Mark Golden create his message for his people. Right?
Which one? Which
so,
one?
Hold on.
This was
Mark Golden.
What's the
Mark Golden
message?
Hold on, man. The man. When we have conversation on this panel, you see, many times, me say the time come, it never lost. That's what me say. Because me never see an alternative vision, because I am looking at Jamaica from a pragmatic standpoint, meritocracy. That's how me I look on it. When I went to go vote, me say me I vote for who is the best interest of my constituency. That's what I voted for, right? When I went to vote. However, Mark Golden's message to his people, we want to say come home, it was so strong enough to propel them to come back home. Obviously, he didn't win. But you can't tell me, say...
When they didn't come out, it was a sabotage internally. Does that prove that it's an improvement?
I don't understand why we're not getting me still, but I don't know.
We
can't talk about the nuance. We can't talk about the nuance. We can talk about the gray area, the nuances from till the morning. There's many nuances, yes.
Right.
But may I talk about the fact that the man galvanized his base to say, hey, we are coming out to vote against the PM. Even though whenever
did Andrew Onless help in that them galvanizing around Mark Golden to get him out? Did Andrew Onless have any hand in that?
That's a different point, Big Papa. That's a different point. We are talking about the man who are run against the income. The man who are run against the incumbent. Hold on. The man who are run against the incumbent. The man who are run against the incumbent. He have to have a strong message that his voters believe him to run against the incumbent.
What? Remind me of that message, Invest. Remind me of that message. Remind me of that message.
But me just show you, Big Papa say this man no have no one. The man never perform yet. Two. Up to now, I don't know where majority of the PnP them vote for. But clearly, the man find a way to unify the party around the liquor where them have and make it effective, brother. And if you
that's all me I talk about, that's it. That's all me I say.
I'm gonna give credit.
Over there. When could I do that, bro? And do it so effective, brother. That's
I'm gonna give credit where Rika say they did something effective, then put something together, but this is where I'm gonna give a critique. They made a lot of rookie errors. So for that reason, I can't look at those people and say they are master chess players. They are checkers players. That man don't prove himself to be a chess player.
Evil Andrew make have errors too. Okay?
Right.
None of these figureheads were perfect. Okay? None of them were perfect. Okay? We can find nuances in both campaigns. All I'm saying is that we have an incumbent who this man get the lead in the race as an incumbent, and you always get the baton before. If you look at it as a race, even have the baton before. Okay? As a result, in this election, Mark Golden was able to galvanize his people for them to come back home. That's what I talk about. It was not substantial enough to make him win the election. But guess what? Big up to him for what him do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You have to prove say it wouldn't be by default if the fluke never happened last time. That's how you have to go about that. If you're going to prove
you only talk about the nuance, Virgin. You only look for the nuance. That's it. We can't only look for the nuance.
All the factors. I take into consideration, say the people that was tired of a man going for a third term. We have to take into consideration that those are a little bit more difficult for that side. So if the numbers are a little bit more closer and they reflect a little bit tighter race, it might not be the strength of the other side's campaign. Those are arguments that you have to bear in mind when you're looking at the objective standard of this person's campaign and how well they did. Because the first, if you're just comparing it, say them jump from 14 to 29, so this man did well, that is a whitewash argument that don't take into consideration all
you still have to give credit because they came back home.
All the way I say it's just a total waste of time, brother. Because
you still have to give the man credit. In bring them home, his base. He was able to enough. I couldn't even when me look funny pragmatic, me I say, what the message this man I try to give? Me I said it to myself, where's the message? I'm like, hold on, time come forward. But when you listen to the voters,
and the idea the people them got 30%, 70% promise and 30% propaganda, brother. Not married to the people not go on no substance and no fact. And at the end of the day, as me say, the man managed to do that, brother. I mean,
I believe the whole. All right, put it this way.
Because at the end of the day, as me say, me not like when man a reason so like them, bro. Just build, bread. What me I say? Because as me say, me not see this long talking for this argument. It's a simple argument, brother. So all of this explanation and you try to go into this and that. The argument is simple, bro.
But if I have objective critiques about the campaign, like targeting the prime minister for how long, and it wasn't gaining any traction, is that a good direction to take for 4 years straight?
It gained traction because people came out black light. Listen to me, I said, man. Listen to me, I said, the black light. The people them in the street. If you should ask some of the people them what them are going to vote for, you know what they're saying? Them are vote out Andrew. Listen to me, I said, man.
Look how much video we see out the invest where the people can't have valid explanation as to why them have vote for thing there, for PnP. I'm on just tell us, boy, give Marky G a chance, time come and all of them thing there. Tons of them video that we see out there, brother.
That's all me saying. That's all me saying. He never perfect campaign. Andrew Holness' campaign wasn't perfect either, but I'm saying Andrew Holness is incumbent and him their lead because he's incumbent. Him have the button before, but Mark Golden was able enough, as nebulous as I thought his campaign message was. The base believed him and said, "Okay, we are gonna rally behind you." That's all. We have to give the man credit for that. We have to.
At the end of the day, as I said, the election before this. And leading up to that, to how me see the PnP was in shambles and all over the place, and this bag of infighting and confusion. Yeah. Me never did I look for it forward and connect back together so quick, brother. Me did I look and I say, boy, it look like it will take 1-3 term for them people under one vision, bro. I mean, I say this man, whatever I'm do, whether we agree with it, yes or no, this man actually managed to do that, bro. And me, I say, me not think the others what una suggest could have done that. You get to me? I say, me feel like say, if Damian Crawford or Lisa Anna were the ones that would have say are two favorite, me feel like them would have probably a fight them said we are need to scatter out even going up to the election, brother. Some people over here and some people over there. So based on how me see this thing come down, or one vision the whole PnP did have, bro. And if you take down Andrew by whatever means, it just not work.
There you go.
This extra explanation as it relates to what work from no work, it not needed, yes, brother. So
me see the energy. I saw the energy where the PnP up on the ground. Me I tell you that. Me see it. Them not win, right? Me personally, I rather the government that the incumbent stay the incumbent. Just keep on doing what I do. That's me personally. But just to say, with what I saw, the energy of the people, they had one talking point. One.
Time come,
And
Andrew.
a propaganda, they were propagandizing them. But guess what? It worked.
Right.
It worked.
So
That's all I'm saying. It worked.
So as me
But
say,
we can always find nuances in everything. Sure, we can talk about the nuances, but we can't say the nuances overshadow what the man actually did. He actually did something, Marky G. He actually do it.
And Eddie, as me say, me can go
All
and
those work
me say, me I say invest. Me I say, me can go out on a limb fi say, me not know, but me no see in that party at this moment. No, one can say, oh, this man more popular, this man can connect more or whatever. But me not see a next leader in this party at this moment where I go have as effective as Mark Gold in my general. Right now, if Mark Gold in say we must step down and put up any one of them people.
Denton Campbell can't do it. Denton Campbell can't do it.
Them winning
Bunting them too whole. KD Knight already out.
You want to give fisherman and flashlight to protect the bar. So yeah,
KD Knight already gone. Lisa Anna out already. Me not so sure about Damien Crawford. Me not so sure.
All right. Let me tell you
not.
one good leader. Let me tell you one good leader still. And me think say he must challenge Mark Golding. But me understand the whole politics of the PnP right now, because right now you have a little clique in the PnP, you know. No, Michael Phillips.
Right.
Michael Phillips are the man right now for the job.
Who names so?
Peter Phillips' son. I think he's vice president as well. Him seen in a party, you know.
Right.
Yeah, Michael Phillips. Remember when Mark Golding talked about the bird paper? Michael Phillips said, well, listen, me now, we're going to have a meeting about this thing here. And then lo and behold, a year said Mark Golding said he might go renounce and then sitting there. Michael Phillips serious. Me think he is the best leader for him to challenge Mark Golding right now. Challenge him now. Don't wait till near till
But you don't feel like him too unpopular, my brother?
Michael Phillips is popular within the PnP and very respected. Peter Phillips' son, that brother. Listen, him command the respect. As a matter of fact, he's more respected than Mark Golding and Peter Bunting in the party. I know joke thing. You never hear no controversy about him. No bagger, nothing at all. And him serious about things. Me think that him are the one for really push up Mark Golding. But when Mark Golding do, he make sure solidify himself with him group. Him Dayton Peter Bunting, them Brownberg, them people, yeah. It's hard to figure around them people. When
I believe there was still a big area of the PnP that represent that old school behind Peter them that just was a no-show right throughout this campaigning for the PnP. So in terms of saying that Mark Golding, I still don't believe Mark Golding command the full respect of all of the PnP base, because there is a part of the PnP that represent that old school that Mark them sabotage in that Peter Phillips issue. And those people have an axe to grind. So no matter what they would have done, even if they would have offered to pay those people are actually going out to sabotage. They either voted JLP or they stayed home. I know that for a fact in terms of those people felt personally bruised by 2020. Like say, it was their time, forget a positioning or something, and them people are sabotage it internally. So those people have come out on a level in terms of like a friends turn enemy kind of thing, even though them is still PnP, you know. It's just that them is not PnP one's Mark leading it. And that's what I was trying to get into to bring across to and say, what these guys do it if you don't wait objectively. Because if you don't look at 2020 and tell me, say, what 2020 numbers would have been if the sabotage wouldn't been there, and then this is the improvement in terms of them jump and them grab these difficult areas or blah, 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 and explain it to me in a nuanced way. I can't just look at the number and say 29 to 14, a Mark Golding improvement, and then run a masterful campaign.
When I said that before the election,
lies, brother.
Blacklight, all the way I say no, me ain't hear you with that argument before the election. Me not hear you say, boy, based on how things look, we are going to have a more effective election on the PnP side and them will win enough seat. Me
never really did discuss this openly and follow up a whole heap of things in terms of the politics, my brother. Until it come close to until it come close to the election itself, because in terms of, even over the last couple of months, we get busy and there for the net for a good little while, a few months, well, when this thing boil up and the campaigning thing are going around the place, and not even intact with it too, in terms of know what really are going. And that was just a matter of just being personally a little bit more busy than anything. So, and it's not like, say, I lose interest, but I just didn't have the time to be following it up, to be honest with you, my brother.
Good night, gentlemen.
Yes, Skeptic.
Yeah, man. Well, I was a bit surprised for Lisa getting into politics. You know, I don't think she's really built for it completely. She's a very good talker. We were once co-worker in the hospitality field. I think that is more fitting for her. I was really shocked that she went into it though, you know, but yeah, it's really sad that Mark Golan thought that winning an election and a propaganda and without facts, you know, but you know, unfortunately it didn't work out for him, you know, but it almost created damage in effect for sure. But you know, I'm glad the way it worked out. I think the incumbent is doing a great job, and there wasn't anything much the opposition could really attack, and so for that reason, they came up with this plot, going a corruption route. So it just did not work out. Hence, we you know the it did not work fully, because as much as we'll want to say Jamaican people are gullible, this time around they really show that they're really thinking of this thing, you know.
A
Hello?
man said Philip Palwell is the only one that can lead it to the PnP. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, as me say, this is just my view upon it still. You see it. So when it come on to at this moment, you know, yeah, them have to go groom somebody where as tough as Mark. As me say, politics aside in very tricky. You know, and in quick too. You know, and at the end of the day, I have the little thing there where as I see a little thing him run out and whatever. So them always him use a style if he always keep the narrative and when want to put out there and keep the political fire blazing and basically like enable film people them constantly and keep them stuff to run with constantly, you know.
Exactly.
Kind of a little style like oh, we see Trump operate too as well. I saw that type of thing there, brother. I don't think the rest of them have that, bro.
What me want to say now, since election over, what me want to say is people for is implore the citizens, whoever, by extension, wherever you live and you have your people on the ground, implore them to have conversation with their representative, and not just sit on their laurels and just wait till election time. The issues in a community internally, right? Bridges, post office, as Rick said earlier, right? There's things to be done in the country internally what we need to address. Meritocracy need to come back. This dieted stuff is madness. Cut that out now and look on what is done for the benefit of your place. That's what we need to focus on now and hold them feet to the fire. That's what we need to start talk about.
Yeah. What I hear the thing is I have a different I hear the conversation, and I personally have a different position when it comes to politics and social.
We know.
Yeah, when it comes to politics and social issues, because I look from it from a different spectrum, right? I think social issues and finances is like Siamese twin for politics. I think problem has to exist even in finance. They have to create debt in order to really fuel economy and stuff. You cannot have a debt-free society. You have to have some infringement. So it is with social issues. They have to create social problems to fuel industries and create demand for new solution and expand markets. This is how the system was created. The system was created not only for solutions, but the system was created for problems as well, because it fueled markets and industries. If you don't have problems,
This
huh?
talking point to say
Hold on there. Not fitting there. Me see a thing we're going with 80 today. You know, where the US are say here we're going now. We have to go Bahamas to get people where like apply for green card and them thing there from 80. Them have to actually go Bahamas, you know. Seeing, but me just see a breaking news. But them have say Bahamas ban Asians from entering to access US visa. So it set away upon 80 to blow.
Yeah, the wicked pan 80 right now still, eh?
yeah, 18 on spot.
Rough.
Yeah,
In
that's
that spot.
understandable with the social issue that is occurring there now, and so they worry about people coming in that can fuel
Me-
all
If me
kind of
can
stuff.
if me can respond to what you say, I'm skeptic. If me can respond to that, you say,
Yes,
yes, that could. This is a talking point of like, capitalism. You have to have somebody at the bottom of the ladder, and we understand that thing. What me I talk about is right. We need to stop talk about the status quo. It's okay if we have problems. It's not okay if rainfall and parents have to be worried for them kids to come home because the one bridge washed away from 1994. Okay? You can't tell me so that's okay.
yeah. I mean,
Meritocracy, right?
yeah,
That's what we are talking about.
yeah.
This doesn't have nothing to do. This not to
I
do
get
with
that.
system creating them. Do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. The infrastructure and everything else has to be intact so that it doesn't make it overwhelming. That's not the point that I'm making. I'm saying you'll have problem in variables, right? You have that you just mentioned. You'll have even more surmountable problems, right? But my point is, people. The point that I want to make is that when it comes to economical and social issues, even finance, the system is built in such a way that individually people will have to assess their personal development and decision making. That's how the system is built. I can't say it any more than that. It's just the way the financial structure and the economical structures
What you're saying is that that's intrinsically bad or intrinsically good or just neutral.
Status quo.
It is neutral. It is neutral, but it is the status quo of the global economics. That's how they structure it. They structure it for problems
They
and
who? Who's they?
the global elites. That's how
So
the financial
let's
global system
go back
structured.
locally. Go back locally, skeptic. Go back locally. Go back
Yeah,
locally. Don't we
local
don't we don't want to
local
stress.
is
We don't want to
yeah
stress
local.
the band too far. Hold on 1 second.
Uh,
Go back to St. Thomas again, right? They used to have this place called Goodyear Over. We used to be like a factory back in the days, and it's been abandoned for a long time. Now them create like an economical hub or center there now, right? Somebody
mhm.
see it fit to say, hey, this place need to be utilized for something good for the benefit of the people. That's what I talk about.
Yeah.
Each constituency they get development fund to develop the place. You know, this is not something where you guess and spell and chance. You know, it is there to be utilized It is there. So we can't say that's how it's supposed to be and just accept the status quo and then the country don't move forward. That's what we are talking about.
No, that's not. I'm not suggesting the people have to lobby their government and based on when the problem occur to fix it, to minimize the stress and the burden. You understand me? Because that's what government is structured for, is to resolve issues. But my point is the system overall is structured in such a way that they 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 they, they manufacture the problem because they cannot have a system without problems.
No, but
So,
all
so, so,
man-made
it's, so
systems
it's okay.
will
So
have
it's
problems.
okay. So it's just okay to have the status quo, and we just say, okay, that's how it stay, and that's it. And we just everybody who is okay just ride off in the sunset, and then the people who suffer just stay suffering for the rest of their lives.
I have a fundamental
That's it.
question for skeptic. For skeptic, if say for instance we don't need, say for instance, everybody around the place get conscious and smart and responsible and accountable for all of them own actions. And everybody on a level in which we don't need no sort of middle person or any intermediary to make any rules for us, because we all can come to some sort of, what we're gonna all come to, like some sort of like clairvoyance meeting of the minds when we all consciously mature on a certain level. That's the kind of world that you're looking at. Because at some point, it is either we're going to have governance where people set an order and then you have people that follow it and learn to obey it, and then that form a society and a world that we live in, or we're just going to have anarchy. But the only way that we can have anarchy and peace is if everybody can be on a level where no person need any sort of oversight or any authority for them to adhere to a particular order. Can you see human beings organizing any sort of society in any time period where they will have no authority, but everything will run in a sort of a utopian, orderly way?
The only answer to that is and I some people don't want to hear about AI stuff, but I think that's dictatorship and socialism and all kind of stuff. You have different variation of governmental construct, but I think when it comes to everything operating in an orderly way, it's going to take less in intervention of human elements towards a more centralized hive mind that is really controlled by a digital system.
I think order also come based on force as well. Order come based on force. Because the countries that we can look at, say like a Singapore, that is orderly. If you look at the force behind it, if somebody go out of that order, what steep consequences they're going to bear. So
Yeah,
sometimes that as well.
because the thing is the system has shifted over time. Human was nomadic, and they live a period where it was really blood treaty, and then
Skeptic.
it moved into feudalism, and then it transitioned from feudalism into capitalism to
I
where we
want to
are now.
reasoning gone in a bedroom sleeping business, brother. I drop me
Yeah,
at the with them a reasoning, brother. You didn't
yeah,
hear
yeah.
my
Yeah, man, say something real quick there. Skeptic.
got you.
Go on with Cartel lyric because
Come
the
on,
No, no,
context
wait,
is
let him
there.
say, man, say something real quick.
yeah,
Man,
got
say
you.
something real
So
quick. Yeah. Skeptic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I say about the system in Australia, Italy, Spain, and Sweden. So all those countries I just mentioned, right?
outside like you spread all the bed terrace cloth with that question, brother.
No,
Yeah,
No,
straight Scandinavian, like top
can we
liberal
over one part
progressive
again?
countries that we
no,
know.
man. It's a,
I'm
man, say this real quick.
reading the room more while, brother. Every time I read some 15, bro. Right?
Okay, all right, cool.
That the reason there. I said, if you in the live and go on bed to blood.
Okay, cool. Got you. Go through, Rick Sam. Got you.
No, you,
I got you more. I ask a more lively question, man. You see,
No. The reason I ask the question,
yeah.
because he made us say to all the system them design, but me saying that them country there, them have less than 1% poverty rate. So I'm less than 10% poverty rate. So me ask him how him explain that. Because Jamaica can run so too, but that's why I ask him. But got you.
yeah, most countries towards the west have a different system, have a different overarching system. Those countries, you know, in those European nations have a different policy, you know, in some ways. But different countries administer different administration laws and have different ordinances.
Skeptic Rick one going bed in us. So you have a
Yeah,
change
but
of topic.
So Rick, what's
You know,
going on now?
you know,
You see, I have one title, Rick. You see, I have one title. Couple titles, me see very interesting too. Maybe see Massicka not tapping the convo is a question you ask. I also ask if fans vex at Vibes Cartel's UK performance. Which one?
You know, so that's something with the cartel, something was big and serious.
Yeah.
Me see a couple ladies I think somebody said me
they're walking out from the concert. Somebody interviewed them. Is that it?
Yeah, and them will come out and them a cuss and say, oh, there wasn't no like them I said there wasn't no like them a complain about voice and dress code and there was no dancers on stage and them thing. You see, so I don't know what to think about that within itself still. Yeah, oh, got you outside.
Yeah, man, them 100% right, Rick Storm. At the same time, me that discuss what there. The man them like backup sing them like dancers and them and also melody makers and backup singers. And them now change the set, them now entertain the people them. You and him a take it touch on it couple weeks and couple months ago. Cause KARTEL us out there by himself, it boring and it work. And the people them not used to them something there. Got you.
You have to invest.
I think, as we said before, people still want to see Vice Cartel. The obviously because it seems like it's, I don't know if it's sold out, but it seems like it's a large crowd. People still want to see him, but at the same time, we must understand, even though his popularity, must understand say people come out for a concert, them not come out just for hear the music, them come out to see a performance, right? If you look at Beyonce and these people, they and Chris Brown and them people there, them put effort in the performance, because if it's just the music, somebody can play it in their car or play it in their house without spending the time to go to the concert. So Vice Cartel himself, not to be hubris and just say, well, me I run the thing now, but to just actually take critique, look into himself, look at other successful entertainers, and set up the music, his performance better. And just see him out there for an hour and a half set to sing. It can be boring for real. It can be, you know. I don't know if he's using live band as well. Would you carry another flair if he's still using tracks? Because we never really take in much of the performance.
Yeah, I'm still using tracks.
Yeah, I think he must do something to help himself too as well, right? He must help himself to make it more creative. You guys alluded to it many times. Say, yeah, spice it up. I mean, change the set, you know, put dancers back, you know, singers, whatever the case may be. And I think Nuffy, I don't know still, but I used to like Nuff when Nuffy used to run off Sting. It used to have something about him back then. But no, me don't know. I don't know. General, no, sir. No.
I think you all refuse to admit to the elephant in the room. His voice is gone, and I don't think his voice will come back. Okay, that's the number one.
Rubbish, brother. Not go stop virgin.
Listen. That's that is my opinion, and I think
that is the reason why I'm not even ask your opinion now. Because I know you have to talk him sheepish shit they want to talk over, so you know. Listen what I say, brother. With this
It's
whole
not cheap.
cartel thing.
I think his voice
They
is off
all
completely.
listen what I say. Them people that we attack, me don't want to hear nothing from them. Because first thing first, invest. Them already see what a cartel performance is like. Them see it at Freedom Street. Them see it them see it over in the US. Them see it in the islands them. And them still buy the ticket and go. So where are
That's why Mr. People still want to see him.
Let me
That's why
finish the
Mr.
thought, if I may.
People still want to
finish
see
the
him.
thought. Let me finish the thought, if I may. In addition to that, okay, the way the performance is with nothing traditionally, that is not how a entity bring up somebody to ad lib for him and stuff. So that is basically new, where you have him interjecting into the performance, almost the entire performance. And sometimes when Nuffy do whatever he do, sometimes it's going to be out of sync. So it sounds more of a frustration than something melodious. And I think that is one of the issues that they are having right now.
Why do you use frustration from whose part? Frustration from whose part? Who is frustrated?
No disrespect, but I'm not interested in not always skeptical upon this subject. Because we think forward from a very biased
No,
perspective.
I'm just giving an honest opinion. I'm giving an honest opinion.
As me say, the people them we are complaining, them girl them, me don't want to hear nothing from them, because when I buy a ticket and go there, knowing what we not get. So what the problem at this moment? And I like say you did see a performance full of dancers and backups. Remember, you know, we see even Irish and Chin them make the suggestion there, you know.
Yeah.
Them nearly bite off their head, you know.
Not true, man.
I don't want to hear nothing from nobody we are complaining now, brother.
No, I'm telling you go on now. You see, Rick, people are gonna always complain sometimes, right? But the good thing is it's the minority. You get me? I say, what? That the arena there, what? About 20K, Rick?
Yeah. Right, about 20K or whatever.
Yeah, about 20K people. So guess I go on. 5 or 10 people are complaining really make a difference to me.
Right. But Imhotep, it's a legitimate complaint though. Yeah, a real complaint, that, bro.
No, but guess I go on now. No, it's their expectation. Not yet. Me not say legitimate complaint, because here go on now. You can go on show, right? When me go Barclays at the Cartel show, me go figure see Cartel live and then live in color on the stage. You get me? I say me never care about a performance and him giving a performance on the stage. Me just want to go see him because I never see him right in America before. A lot of these shows, people want to see Vybz Cartel live and then live in color. So when me I say no, you go there with your expectation to say you want to go see dancers, you want to go see backup vocalists, you want to go see bands and this and that. It's not my problem. You go there with that expectation there.
Yeah, but I'm going to say something, Imhotep.
All right, hear my argument, Imhotep. Like Mr. Vegas, Kane or even Beanie Man, they might have official performance like them. They expect them to run out with dancers and a bagger. How them do them things, see?
Right.
So if Mr. Vegas go over England and him perform before 20,000 people and I just him and the DJ, me see a man a question it, me might understand the point and say, why give him and them a performance over so with be a dancers and so forth, and him just forward with a dry performance. So. But me I say this is how Vybz Cartel performance has been.
Yes. It's not like say,
right.
It's not like say Cartel. He always have dancers and backup vocalists, and he go over there so now and he's him alone and nothing on the stage.
So I like when people keep things real, brother, because at the end, as we say, we see people make suggestions, say, yo, the man to use bands and how thing are echo. Yeah, so outside that thing are echo me general. Me see people make suggestions and say, yo, the man to use bands. And the man for use dancers and them thing. And people out for mob them, brother. These same people. So you go at the show and you get that performance, you want it. You get me I say? Because at the end, remember I say some fest in Jamaica, you know. Everybody I say, oh, you know, it's a band show and everybody are gonna do them best. I trust in that, brother. And the
Well,
whole life was good
you're
with
right.
that.
You're right, Rick. Generally, he has never been a good performer. But even so now, given the factor of his health and stuff, it's even worse, right? But he's
You
trying.
was just everything now, man. Why me now?
But
So
he's no,
what
his health has
Cartel,
deteriorated over the years. So, but
I mean,
he's
I try to
trying.
understand where Cartel I do know where him did I do way better before because I think the Cartel performance is a Cartel performance. I understand like Freedom Street and probably like 2 shows after Freedom Street, you could have see a little bit of glitches here and there, but no, me not see him just at like what Cartel do normally, me not see no difference.
So keep this in
Well,
mind, right?
he's definitely getting some help from Nuffy for sure. So Nuffy's has came to his aid for sure. He's been very helpful to him. And he's trying his best to give the public a great performance. But as it relates to the sound, sometimes it's going to throw off because his voice itself, it's not going to be 100% always.
But I advise the people them a complain about them a complain about presentation. I say, oh, them.
Yeah, I've heard videos of people complaining about the voice as well.
But me just say, you see where all this man a perform. So as he must have said me I got one Cartel show. Me already know where me I go get. So me not go over there and then go turn on a video. I complain and I say, boy, me not see no dancers and them thing. I think that is a waste of time. Because
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think you're right.
Cartel, Vibes Cartel go before about 50,000-60,000 people are wireless. You did see the answer?
But keep this in mind, brother.
That is a very good point you're making. People, I'm sure a lot of these people that have went to this concert have actually watched him in previous performances. The biggest question is why seeing those appalling performances and you still pay your money to go there and then complain?
Mama said something now. And everybody who went to the concert seen perform before. That not, remember say thousands of people are going to concert them, you know. That not means that they must see him on YouTube. Some of them people are the first time they must see him.
General. Then you got concert of people where you know do no farmer research, man. You know,
no, man.
So outside, you just hear yourself going down the road and you just put on your clothes and go down there. Regardless of the artist, and you know where them about, where them are sing, if it are gonna be pleasing to you or not like that.
No, not the song, but the performance itself. Enough time we go concert. 1 second, brother. What?
The fact that Vibes Cartel pull out 20,000 people in our arena mean that him is a big deal and people know about him and know about him concert. If you even have 1 or 2 people in a crowd where are them friend or carry them or them friend invite them, majority of the people them know who is Vibes Cartel, know who him bidding, know the story, know the excitement, know everything about him, know say him now use them bands at the concert them. But for whatever reason, whether a man say Gaza, whether a man just rate Vibes Cartel, whether a man just want to see him in person, whether a man rate the songs them or whatever, he might turn up at a party. So me I say, if that are the case, don't come turn on no video tell we about, oh, you not see no backup singers, because all of the other shows them we not see none either. So that is just my argument. And if you have a problem with that, you should have campaigned that from early. Say, yo, make sure when you step over, you know, do a set like over where you get over US or when you did England in England the first time or whatever. You see, that is just my view, my general.
So Rick Storm, what me that say? You hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Yeah, man, respect. What me that say still? Enough time. My sister them, my brother them, my virgin them, enough concert them. First time I go take in Damien and Marley. I never know what expect. Some more time I go concert, you just go there. You understand? You know the music them, but you never actually see the person perform live yet. Enough people go watch concert and they've never, what do you Beyonce? important for 5 days straight. And a whole heap of people go for the concert or the first time I see her ever perform live. So you got to return the expectation.
Mm-hmm. Well, that can be a pivot as well. Blame the fans, not the performer.
Right. Because one, you're supposed to know if you go first thing first, Southside, just to counteract your argument. If you not know of the person or whatever, you're not supposed to have no expectation at all. You get to me I say? You're supposed to just know say, well, me I go over here, so whatever it is, it is. You know, all right, me see my friend a hype, but based on what me see I go on, I know really my thing that, but whatever. But as me say, and me just in this case, me not look on like individual people, me just look on like the majority. You know, me think the majority already know what a Vybz Kartel performance is like. We see whole heap of viral conversations about using bands, you know, getting dancers and all of them things there. And all of them things they shut down. Even Vybz Kartel himself. You get to me I say? Some of the most the bands related platforms, them they teach I go pan and him no use no bands in general. So me not think me want to hear no balling from these people. So me think me feel like say them to keep it real and just know say yo, you know, you got one cartel performance. Don't make no try get no viral off and no criticism. You take your money and pay go there. So keep your ass quiet. Simple as that. That I just my view still. You see. Mm-hmm. But skeptic, you have no unbiased view.
Unbiased view?
Yeah.
I think
me I say, no make it sound like me to me area talk me area me sound like cartel vice done. And
well,
at the end of the day, me I hear cartel loud and clear when I sing so when me I listen. So me don't know which voice that about.
I give credit to him for being strong and resilient, because anybody that is actually having struggle health implication and still go out there trying to make a living, you have to give credit to people like that. I mean, he's very witty, you know, and is somebody that really have always been strong in his approach to life, and you know, so for somebody that's having such a health ailment, whatever, you know, I will say for him.
It's not a health ailment because I have sick people every day, brother. People travel with all sorts of something. So I want something reach cartel and I really work on it.
Yeah, but the thing is that I get.
Me I get from you, oh yeah, look on cartel like say yo the man depend him deathbed or something. Me not really see it that way there. But just know say yes, you know, him did have some ailments, and to me, based on what me see him work on them, and him much better at this moment in terms of appearance and so forth. So me not see it as a way the way you need no extra pity at this moment. As we say, leading up to the Freedom Street and stuff, what you could see a bit of like, you know, this or that and stuff where work and so forth. But a couple months down the line, me see major improvements. So me think me can just judge Vybz Kartel as a normal artist. You know, me don't see the need for no pity thing like sick or whatever.
As a normal artist, well, I mean that's debatable, because judging from, because people have a written photogenic memory. They remember him when he wasn't in the States. So I mean, you could judge from the difference from him being in the past up until now. Clearly, he's a different person health-wise.
No, we are talking about
So
like
we can't really brush around that.
Because when it come on to even like being a man, me think say, you know, health-wise, him not based on how my operate now.
He's not 100 either. Yeah, he's
right.
not 100 either.
Me not see it where me have to put being a man on this extra pity thing like say, oh, him almost depend him deathbed and whatever. Me I judge cartel by Vybz Kartel at this moment. Me see him and I do everything. Me see him a drink liquor, him a smoke cigarette and all of them there. So from here, me see him do them thing there.
In fairness to being a man though, his voice sound the same as him performing, listening to his record. His voice has not wavered. So, but in the case of KARTEL, definitely does not sound the same as his track. So that is going to really is going to be observable.
But what you mean though? Because I don't understand the argument, you know. Because I understand.
When he sings, it's clear that it
no,
does not sound the same.
I say, but KARTEL are not singer. So my time, you know, I auto-tune and anything they tune up some of my song, they make them sound yeah, some mellow, but on stage you just can't really sing them that way there. So
I mean that's pretty much
I don't think that have nothing to do with like help though.
That's pretty much one of the issues. If you're gonna be an auto-tune artist, you're really not gonna sound authentic in person.
But
and that is going to throw off the people as well.
90% of artists, them are auto-tune artists. When you hear them sing their song on stage, you know sound the same. Man sound like R. Kelly on record and sound like Bounty Killer on stage.
Well, I can name a few artists. I won't do it now, but a lot of artists that I hear them on track, listen to them sing, they sound distinctively the same.
Yeah, right.
But I can't say that now. I can't say that now about KARTEL is sounding completely different, but he's receiving a lot of help from MC Nuffy. So I mean, and he's making his money. And who am I to really judge somebody who is fighting to make $1?
No, but anyways, if that alone still. That's it. But the idea as myself, I not agree with them people where are ball board whatever. I feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. The whole I want to know what a KARTEL performance is like. You know, just like any other artist, especially if I your favorite artist. You know, and no man not supposed to take up 100, 200 pounds, 300 pounds I go pay for seat in a party and you don't know where I go get.
You're not research on the product before you buy it.
Right.
No research at all.
You can't use like two disgruntled people for judge performance either.
Right.
You know, them people are going to come with an agenda because them wanted to make that, them wanted to have that position, you know.
Right.
So, brother, the Virgin just mentioned that. My ask you something. You believe the KARTEL I give a good performance at them stage show there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
In comparison to what him used to do before?
No, just respect. Me just ask you a question without due respect.
In the earlier ones, I mean, everybody could have tell the same voice a struggle and him not so well. But I mean, him come back around, you know. I don't think it's so. The performance standard is so poor in the like how it was in the beginning. I think him just don't have the kind of energy that him used to have. But him supposed to sound a lot much more.
But one thing I know, I mean, I want to sound like no KARTEL worship or not like. I know so when you go on stage where you go to get reaction from the crowd, you know. And in terms of reaction, KARTEL get a lot of it, you know. So,
so that's a good show, basically.
Man out here going all Souls Melody and I walk. Me see everybody walk out for him. So, the idea, the main job is to go hold your audience and you're ready to come off high stage
and keep them satisfied.
Right? Yeah, because his songs are popular, Rick. His songs are popular, and people love it.
You can't blame a man for that. You're supposed to go in the studio, go make popular song where everybody know. You don't go in the studio, go sing a remix song and go sing it on stage when nobody don't know. People are going to walk off left you. Even if you sing it better than KARTEL. So what happened to the man when we are play back all their song in our them performance? Man a perform and then song a play in them performance. It don't really matter as long as the people react to it. That the man want to know as long as the people react to it. So you can't tell me say, oh, you perform from bands, I people walk out left you and your bands. You think you can't tell him man where him song a play in a track where people listen to him and start to finish. So you take show over him and you perform better than him, brother?
True.
Most of them R&B and rapper. Now this song, now the track I play.
Right, you can't hear where artists are say good I sang
True
you
that
hear.
too. But I don't even understand them kind of sort of stage show that these days where you go and just listen to the sound and the artist up on the stage just mime. But again, we from a different time frame still, so I guess.
Yeah, I can't understand that neither, my brother. The man who play the record and then my DJ over it. A foolishness that, brother.
If you talk about your personal preference or my personal
yeah,
preference,
man, that mine. Yeah,
that
I
outside me, I say, if you talk about our personal preference, I think that different. Because my personal preference is a man having bands, string up and you deliver your thing there, your set by your bands and whatever.
Same.
However, when I talk about an audience of 10,000, 8,000, 15,000, 20,000 or whatever, a majority rules. But if a man even play the track itself and I hit a tear of the crowd, you can't tell him same flap me general.
Yeah, man, I agree with Eric. I agree. We might personally not like that style in terms of things in says of live performance and that. But if people did and them hype to that and that them want to see. Me can't be the only man in the place where dictate say it needs to be a band show. And me not to go. You see what I'm saying?
I think the band's conversation as it relates to Cartel, I don't think you'll ever have that again, because based on I think he has positioned himself to use empty Nuffy as the ad libs, because it really helped him give it, and then having the various other different entertainers come up to give him that rest time, because even today he had to stop to ask for water and stuff like that, because I mean that people must really admit to it. He's not really performing as he used to, right? And so he has to really seek some form of assistance. And with Nuffy, it's actually working out best for him.
Me have a cut you, because me just ask you when me no recall none time when Vibes car an idea as you had mentioned, like the health thing where would have in dime a bit and so forth. And to me, him kind of overcome that. And from me see two of the biggest thing where go against health is smoking and drinking. And from the moment me see the man with a cigarette and a liquor, that argument gone through the window for me.
Yeah.
You know what I say? So me I say in terms of Vibes Cartel, I understand that him younger, and of course if you're younger, you're gonna be more witty and more active and so forth because you're younger. But me I say in terms of him performing, to me this is just the way him always perform, brother. Me not see no major difference. Like me can't recall outside I think I echo bad me general. I don't know what I want. Me can't recall at no point in time when Cartel did that perform a particular way where you can say, boy, it look like a night and day as with back then and now, my general. To me,
I just want to mention categorically, I'm not here for Vibes Cartel demise. I may not be a supporter, a fan of his. I may not be a supporter, fan of his. I'm just giving my perspective based on my observation. That's it.
Because certain things when it come on to even like, and next thing to him is like how him sang them set up to. No, if I sang them lyrical and so forth. Just like even MASICKA too. MASICKA just perform a particular way. I don't see him as a jump up type of artist. They like, the Elephant Man and the Mr. Vegas and never see Cartel as a type of artist. You get what I say? But at the end of the day, as I say, probably, and me not say there, because there is always like shows where more time you have like an exceptional performance. But for the most part, I never really see Cartel as a type of artist the way, just run out and go on with a bag of antics and everything up on stage like Beanie Man. And at the end of the day, as I say, the greatest thing to me, it a work for him. For whatever reason, it actually a work for him. So it's hard to tell a man where something a work for him to change it.
It's hard to take them little few people that will come out of the show and say them reflect what the crowd are feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but may I say, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, Lord, and clear, my general.
Yeah, man, respect. So in terms of overall performance, so this is another cartel alone. In my opinion, even MASICKA. MASICKA needs some dancers, man. Them need a good choreography. Choreographer. Them need for choreograph them performance. Them need them something there. Alkaline needed to all of them. Because I remember say, right now, dancehall, they're on a pinnacle. I treat it apex, where it never reached in our years now. And to keep up the momentum there and keep it on a standard there, they need to improve they need to take a page from Mr. Vegas, Sean Paul, and put a good performance to the people them. So them can get more. Go ahead.
But just to add to what I say, I think majority of them songs kind of, not saying that them don't want it or it wouldn't be good, don't get me wrong, But I say to how me see the crowd react to them versus the likes of Mr. Vegas, it kind of different still. Because a lot of times to me, it's like the crowd more sing along to, the Alkaline and MASICKA and KARTEL them. You get what I say? Than, with Mr. Vegas, them it's kind of more of a energy thing, more of a jump up thing and support and whatever. And him have like a lot of dancing songs and them thing there for them catalog. So I think it kind of different, but
so I'm gonna say something real quick, right?
Still, yeah.
So once it properly choreographed, it had just fall in place. Trust me. Yeah, man, it fall in place. Because Mr. Vegas, to me, Mr. Vegas have more sing-along song than MASICKA them. Because Mr. Vegas sang them easy for catch.
Right.
Yeah, Vegas have simple songs.
Now, what to me, when I say when it come on to Mr. Vegas, exalt the lyrics part, man. When it come on to them, to me, them crowd kind of react to them different from.
I agree with you.
Right. If them type of forward kind of like different from how them next man they get forward, bro. You see it?
Seeing.
Because if you have like Mr. Vegas or thing there, or Elephant Man or Capleton and them man there, even like Beanie Man and so forth, and them are perform, and at the heights of them perform, fans, me feel like them are, in terms of fans, really now waving and, I just wave on them thing there, you are going to get that more crazy reaction there than like the other rest of artists them. You get what I say about them?
Yeah, more high energy, right.
Right. Them get forward, and for them forward big too, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of different to me still.
No, man, you're right, man. You're 100% right. Even Elephant, to me, Elephant Man performance redundant. Yeah, because we have seen Elia do that for decades, bro.
I think Ellie probably aged too, because the more you see him try to go up on all the box, and it looks struggling, and even when you're in a Barclays Center, I don't think that's the Elephant Man when we really like used to and so.
Yeah,
you're
man,
right.
Big man. Man, they're big man.
I think sometimes we just have to look on the artist just as face value. Because, for example, you will see a Davido go on a stage as big as he is, and we go up on the stage by himself and rock the crowd for 2 hours by himself. You don't have no heap of dance up there, and them do Afrobeats where you can have the whining non-stop. Every song can be whining song, right? But I just think them for disgruntled patron, I don't think that can spoil anything, because the majority of people, they might not share the same sentiment as those people. Them go visit the artist, and if the artist have book shows, if that's successful for him, he might not see the need to change it either.
Yeah.
You understand? Because even Capleton come up on a show. Capleton don't need no dancers that wine behind him. He don't need that. But guess what? You can't bun down show like Capleton. You can't.
Just like how I look from, and this is no bias perspective, I think that some of the time, even like Bounty Killer at this moment in the US, I think him have a change up like how him approach somebody, show them, like read, show them, and reorganize the songs them to match the type of shows them when they're on. Because I see him during the reasoning the other day, what if excitement, someone beat him and say, yo, him nah no song and whatever. And to me, that's the biggest disagreement, because him do a wide catalog of every time.
True
But
that.
you fix the song name, General.
True
Yeah,
that.
he does. I think Bunty performance was a disrespect to the diaspora because he's performing as if he's performing at a regular corner dancehall thing. The extremity, the expletives, and everything else. You cannot conduct yourself like that. You have to really structure your performance. Do less talking, less cussing, less arguing and stuff like that, and let the people hear your songs because you do have the catalogs, right?
Right.
And it's very unfortunate what happened, but I think things may have thrown him off as well, seeing people walking out at him and stuff like that. This is why he made the various different speeches regarding unity and stuff like that. I think that's what prompted him to making this unity speech and everything, because he got put off by even that. But Bounty Killer has to know where the venue where he's at and know that he's actually not in a corner entertainment stage show in Jamaica. So he has to know how to really structure himself more professionally.
So skeptic, I'm incongruent with everything you just alluded to, right? And Rick Storm. So the man them need to put more time and energy in a production on the stage and stop take the patrons and the customers them for granted. Yeah, the
Yeah.
man them beat. Yeah, man. Yo, me a baller, you know. Me I tell you, one at a time, the man them must say, them I say I'm a left foot. I'm gonna make sure I'm train my right foot. That means that anytime me have the ball and you come, me I kill defender.
Yeah, man, I really think that.
Yeah, man.
But
Hey, Rick.
even if you notice Vibes Cartel performance, it's really take on the very same structure from Freedom Street. The way he conduct it, he figure more or less that it's working for him, where he has Nuffy, and he has the various different artists come up and sing either with him or sing by themselves, do their song and then leave. I think he tells himself a structure like that working for him. But I think where the problem comes in now is where is either there's a mic issue or is either his voice. You hear him sometimes, he even admit to it that his voice going sometimes.
You
You
don't worry about the
understand me?
man voice too much, man.
Right?
Skeptic.
No, I'm just saying. But I still wish him all the best, and hopefully he makes the money
What
because
is
he's
not
been locked
broken,
up.
don't try to fix what is not broken. Is it messable,
Yeah.
brother? You don't try to reinvent the wheel. When there is situations where is a few handful of people out of 100 people, 5 people come out and I say, yo, watch out. Them tired of this thing, yeah. I feel them bad luck. Is it messable, brother? Unless they're
Insignificant black line.
into the numbers and the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
whether
Well,
or
the
not the show
only
was
the
successful.
only person is going to really the only person that really have this entirely in his hand is Cartel, right? And yes, the production needs to improve and everything else, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the human structure and element, you have a thing called thermodynamics. When it comes to human body itself, that is going to be the end game. Whether
All
he
me
has
know
to
is him on
perform
an
at the end of the
unprecedented
day,
run,
he has
and
to
him just need to
perform,
continue to
and he has
stretch
to
it as
give the
long as it can.
people and he has to give the people a satisfying performance at the end.
You're
If he's
still
not
drawing the
doing that,
conclusion that that wasn't done because of 5 people, and that is what we're saying. So you can't assess the complete thing from
And
a small
Rick,
but insignificant to the grand scheme of things. You using your personal opinion because it matches those 5 persons to say that is the overall assessment, and we are saying to you that that can be a marker. What me like and what you like, skeptic, when we looking at it is not necessarily how the crowd reacting and how and the connection that these people are getting. So if it's not broken, why fix it for a few people that is insignificant?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
The man is on
I
an
agree.
unprecedented run and just need to stretch it out as long as his body will allow him to do it in the manner that is feasible for
Yeah.
everybody to come out with an enjoyable experience. And so far so good from what I am seeing in terms
Yeah,
of
because there's even and I agree with you, Black Light. There's even mixed reviews. Even today, I was looking at some videos. I saw people were very aggravated, and some people said it was quite a lovely performance. So
It,
it it
it,
it, it,
it's so
it
it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Why skeptic you always want to prop up the negative? Why? Why are you circle back, because you say you're not talking about that, and you circle, you make a U-turn back to say there is mixed reviews again. Why? We
no
already talk about that.
let me
Oh
ask him
my
something.
goodness.
Invest.
I just don't
Invest,
understand.
please don't suggest that I have some ulterior motive here. I'm just giving my
No,
honest.
I'm skeptic. You can say you don't have ulterior motive, but then your utterance is contrary to what you're saying. That's what
Let
I'm
me
talking
ask him
about.
this. Let me ask him this, Invest. If we were to guess now what the next show would look like on the basis of even these recommendations or these last appraisals or reviews, what your guess would be like, Skeptic? Because my guess going to be, I'm going to tell you from now, wherever I keep it, is sellout thing. What your guess is?
Well, definitely, you still have the interest. The interest is still going, right? And I will hold on to my prediction, but I think the interest is still strong, and I just wish him all the best.
Why you go hold on to your prediction, brother? I just a simple question. Whether you feel if you think I go sell out
I
or
don't,
not
I,
sell out.
I don't want investor attack me again.
Now, but what kind of prediction? Because I
Oh my
think
God.
it look like you sit down and wait for cartel.
We just have to wait. We just have to wait. We just have to wait until it happens. We
Invest.
just
Me, I
have to
say,
wait until the show, Rick. Why
no,
we are do this?
that's why
Hmm?
it sound like because we know it's a cartel, Beanie Man, Elephant Man, and all of these ones a big man, but them still a do them thing in general. But why me I get that feeling from skeptic like him specifically sit down and wait for cartel to feel somehow for him have a moment. Me don't know.
No,
And
no,
I
no,
say
no,
I
no,
wish
no,
him all the
no,
best. We don't
no,
have to
no,
wish them
no,
man
But
all the
no,
best, brother.
no, no,
I
no,
wish
no,
you all
no.
the best for you have your prediction. Where
I
you
wish
predict?
him all the best.
Absolutely not. I can hypothesize. I mean, every single human hypothesize based on you see how the construct is. You understand me? But it's not like I'm waiting, hoping for his demise. No, I don't wish bad
I'm
for
not talking
anybody.
about you guys. Like you just wait for him to have a bad day so you can gloat over it for what
No,
it.
no, that's not
If
it. The
if
thing
if
is,
if, if,
the
if
thing
you're going
is,
to hypothesize, that's what me I talk about. You are propping up the negative because you have to have both your analysis to come up with a hypothesis. You have to. So what me I try
no.
to say, why not just
Listen, I cringe for him. I really cringe for him out of
you see, do you see what me
concern.
I talk about? Do you see
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
talking
I
about,
no.
people?
I have a genuine no, 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 no. Please, please, please
Oh
understand
my
where I'm
God.
coming from. Please
I
understand where
understand
I'm
you.
coming
I
from.
understand you
I,
completely,
I, I,
skeptic.
I listen. Listen. When it comes to because I've had sickly relative before. And the same way I feel about them having a successful walk down the steps.
May I say, what kind of sickly? Why all of these words? Because at the end of the day, as me say, yes, according when he was in prison, some records come out saying have grave disease and so forth. However, over time, you see major improvements to a level where you see the man occasionally a puff a cigarette and a drink straight vibes. So may I say, what kind of sickness sympathy you have to that extreme where nobody else can identify? Because at the end of the day, as me say, we understand say your prison need to beat the guy, but or whatever. But we see major improvement So me just say why and people seek all the time and improve after a while. So me not understand why
Yeah,
when
that sympathy level seem like it's
right,
unwarranted, don't it?
right. Me not understand it, brother.
And it say sometimes there's a layman term to say if sick no business, if sick no care doctor no business, the man a puff cigarette and a drink. So what you bring that in this for? Obviously him good. Him good, you
Right,
know.
right.
So
Obviously him good. So just treat it as it in my profile and show them and say, okay,
I
for
tell
the
you what.
for the good of dancehall, for the good of dancehall, and if we love the culture, him out there perform, cool. That's it.
Skeptic sound
yeah,
like him
what?
on the side of the very critical
Well,
to the cartel. You know?
I never know somebody drinking and puffing cigarette is a signal to show that they have in good health standing. I've never. This is the first I've heard such thing.
Then what skeptic? When this man come out of jail, the man can't hardly talk, vice a crack and whatever. Him could have him that move that brisk and so forth. Now we see him, go in at the Kim, and him take a little time off and you see a bit of improvements by him do Freedom Street. It never perfect, but you could have make out more sight and all of that. Over time, with every appearance we see on stage one and so forth, because I remember say wait, Freedom Street and so forth, is like even the music did them set it away where him did get like major assistants and so forth. Now them play the tracks and him DJ on the tracks. So at the end of the day, I understand you may say somebody not sound melodious, and to me that is understandable because to me Vybz Kartel is not a singer. You get me? I say
And it's not going to sound the same like the studio track. It can't sound the same enough.
Right.
It can't.
When you hear a
Especially
Mavado
for every song.
or a Romean Virgo or a Mr. Vegas that deliver, I think that them have that voice there where them actually sound like singers. So if them sing something in a studio and them are sing it on stage, it sound the same. If Vybz Kartel singing something in a studio and it sound melodious or whatever, the man is not a singer, brother. Just like how Bounty Killer have them singing song there when them thing there. When them sing them on stage, to me, yeah, it sound like yes, but
Him,
it does sound
him cannot bother sing them song up on stage.
Remember say Killer got Killer did nothing wrong with him. Remember say go sing the Frank Ocean or Billy Ocean or whatever.
Billy Ocean.
Right. Killer now have no issue with him twice, but the man just cannot sing though.
Killer sing like Killer, a
When
DJ.
they say, Mama, you deserve a pot of gold. You're the strongest, you never lie.
Yeah, listen.
Someday you want to take you on the world.
Yeah, this the man of this Killer.
It's a fairy
You show me how to survive.
And suddenly,
Yeah, what the man of do?
no, the general says suddenly. That's not sure. Say, a man we are not singer is just not a singer, brother. I mean, if them talented,
boy. Hey, the man go for the hardest song, Rick. Him go for the hardest song. Bro. The man try to remix the hardest song in the Rick.
Man, every note.
Oh my God, this is funny.
Yo,
oh my God.
How would I invest?
Yeah.
Jado.
Understand about what Kartel are thing this with somebody sang them. Me can't tie that to sickness at this moment, bro. You get me? I say? So
hey. Yeah. Listen, man. Kartel do what Kartel do what one Kartel want do. Kartel ain't one man. And Kartel must know him. Kartel active on social media. If Kartel wanted to change his set, change his arrangement, he would have done that a long time ago. Because I'm sure
invest.
Yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. Me preface my talking part by saying people Want to see Vibes Cartel, okay?
People
That's
love
when I
cartel.
preface my
So
conversation.
them a sell off. That's all.
Yeah,
Them
because
And that's the main thing when we think skeptic now keep reading.
That's how they
Hey,
talking.
Rick, you know,
listen,
me son take on myself, but I want to ask you a question because I never do no research. What
Right.
happened to squash? Is
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't some trial thing? Because I never do
yeah,
no research, you know.
you know, say today somebody send me a file though, me that in plea deal thing that me that read through it. Yeah, man.
Is that online?
Based on my calculations still, I feel like him out do like 2.5 years still. That's based on
Okay.
yeah, when me read through the thing and what them have to offer and you know how him think and so forth. But he set away upon him still, but you know.
Me have a next question. You guys let me know more about it. Does his immigration status change from
No, man,
is he married or something?
Impossibly I go get deported, man.
Okay.
well,
Once I go serve sometime, I will get me.
any sentence over 2 years warrants a deportation. But if he gets 1 year or less, he has a chance of staying in the country.
But
Is the same for all? Is the same for Fed cases too?
Yeah. Well, I think that's discretionary because you know, even with Trump policy, we don't know because he has made a lot of amendments to the immigration.
But with him taking a plea deal, you know, the discretion is left to the judge still, you know, right now, you know.
Right.
With him
Because
taking a plea deal.
the minimum is like 2.5 years and it go up to 15 years. So it depends on the discretion of the judge still.
Yeah.
And that's a good point you made, Blacklight, because state policy is completely different from federal.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm sure if you should never get to check out your blog, them Mr. Tired man sleep all day. I get to check out your blog. If you me think you talk about it, that's something I ask still.
May get the information like after I get the blog. So,
Okay.
Like tomorrow still, but me get the thing them and me actually like read through it and see what I want. You know.
Yeah. But Rick, big up yourself still, you know. We appreciate the check-in. Yeah, man, all the man them big up yourself, your general. Yeah, man, respect.
Yo, Invest, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, respect me, G. I go up on the work now, so big up here. Yeah, man.
Guidance and protection.
Yeah, man, one love, cool, big up, cool.
Right. Yo, big up Rickitan, you know. And Rene, where I want big up yourself. BMF, big up yourself, you know. So, me see Rickitan in the chat. Remember, I say Rickitan traumatized, you know.
Him can't come up.
No, man. You have to make Rickitan have to go and rest, you know, man.
Need a breeze off.
Yeah, man. See, I saw we'd have to make James Bond rest too, you know, when Killer think they are Barclays. We couldn't make James Bond touch it. Rickitan can't touch it panel now, man. In tears.
Bounty Killer James and supporter.
Yeah, man.
Me feel away when I say that to you, G. Me not gonna tell no lie now. Feel away because the elder statesmen them not for be treated in them kind of way. You see me?
I'm sorry, I bet you $1,000 Rickitan. Because I see that say PnP must win, you know. But anyways. Sorry.
It is one thing to say elder and respect and everything else. I understand that Bounty Killer has a great respect in the entertainment industry, but equally, same as how respect is given to him, I think he has to also give respect to others. You understand me? And
wait. We're talking about the crowd that walk up on him now, brother. He disrespected that crowd. I feel like way if I say that, I don't know what going outside of that.
Several things definitely trigger that. And it was disgraceful. I listened to it. I can't believe after not having your US visa for so long, that's how you're gonna be performing for the second time in the US. I mean, it's disgraceful.
I mean, I understand say my try to command respect for CJ, but I just understand say yo.
Bounty Killer is an authoritarian. All right, that's his mantra. That's his persona. His persona is to use his lexicon to command stage control and to fuel his crowd. But he has to understand that he's not in the garrison. You understand me? His audience is in the variables. There's different people in that crowd, some of which have never seen him before, right? So he has to really come on his A game and better professionalism.
I take your point, but I mean, with a catalog like his and a legacy like his, what sort of, even for people that never seen him before, what sort of expectations he could have not met there in terms of what we know from them money?
Well, I get what you're saying. That's how we
Unless them have
usually
some sort
connect.
of agenda, because you're saying to me now that there's some sort of like disrespect and thing, and I don't know about that. But you're saying that like they would have some sort of an agenda or axe to grind with him for some reason.
I mean, well, respectfully, Blacklight, I don't know. You may be living under a rock or something, but there's a lot of stuff that spark that event which has unfolded. We know what he said in regards to alkaline, and he has, been attacking alkaline in various different ways. And so when you push
No, I
against,
don't know, genuinely, to be honest with you. I just see a little clip or shorts with people that walk out and the G,
yeah,
I
so
didn't even really pay attention to it.
he has offended a fan base, one of the major artists that was built for that show. And when you offend a strong fan base, who I think is the second strongest fan base in the dancehall fraternity, that is going to be problematic, especially when you were added to the show, what, 5, 6 days before the actual event. So you're not the one that actually sold that show. And so you have to, when you come on that show, you have to be more respectful.
Well, at the end of the day, I think Bounty Killer's performance would have done the most damage to him, not necessary. Because to me, Bounty Killer get a full arena of people to perform to. Him just start to do a bunch of different stuff, and it just show out the people him. I think your argument is stronger if the people him, decided to walk out after Capleton performance or walk out as him company stage or whatever. But I think him forward and everybody has say, all right, make we see a Bounty Killer, make we see how go on, make we see if no drama go talk up, make we see if no shades up. And clearly he would have disappointed the people him, yeah, for him go suddenly and start to sing. And they say, oh, you see, yeah.
Has no meaning
To me. You see. I understand why Killer did that, man. You see,
Yo.
I see him perform at Canada, and then they just do what am I do normally? I don't understand.
I think he just calculates. He calculates having a soft song, singing a gunman lyrics. You understand me? People is going to really get hyped up about it. But I think it was a miscalculation.
When a general done sing Bounty say blood clot. And who that? But a three enemy killer have on the show. Alkaline, Mr. Vegas, and Tony Mataran.
Four.
Who else?
Because that night, his DJ became an enemy. The person selecting the songs, he wasn't having it with him at all. So that was a fourth enemy to his list.
No, but normally the man ain't not just cuss the DJ, brother. Remember say man usually do that something with the rough cut member them, that's Joe nearly box down Jake one on stage, Yeah, man, I kick off sound box and anything there, whatever.
Yeah,
Mash up
man.
equipment. The man, Joe, I be show them say, I'm a bad man for them, you know. So every man stop that from them. But you know, say killer them a big artist, so they can just bad up who them a bad up.
It is going to be interesting to see his next performance, though, and see
Man,
what
man, I'm sitting. You can't easily bounce back from that.
Him man, the career is huge, man. I wasn't skeptic, man. I'm not worry about some people where people leave them legacy.
I those things say him never expects the people him, you know, so serious still. You know, I feel like say yes, this is bounty killer and me bigger than whatever. And I can't call people drunk and anything like that. Now I work for it now, my brother.
Yeah, that's entertainer doing a Rick, especially seasonal entertainer. They always come with a larger than life persona and think that
that
they're
work at Jamaica
over the people.
because over here, so based on my observation of how people look on things, a job is a job, you know. So no job where you have no make you more, my brother. You get to me? I said, so if you feel like say because you're entertainer, you can't come call me drunk or you have a sad thing going. Because
that really going?
yeah, but me understand the context in which him say it still, you know, but
are the crowd it directed to?
Eh?
The man is ground God and the people are standing on the ground.
Yeah. Well, that is a miscalculation. But before me go, Jamari there? Jamari there? Jamari look like him step away. Oh, Jamari there. May I ask
Yeah,
may I ask you if MASICKA still up on top of the convo, because I not see. I have a big flashlight that shine and I not see G. I wonder how I go on.
A different underground conversation and that one.
So may I ask if all of them argue, because I made it today and I say we even like MASICKA. Is it a case where him actually like dip on top of the convo because there was nothing else going on, or you know, you dip on top of the convo because you're the man? Because it kind of come off to me at this moment like you dip on top of the convo because there was nothing else going on. So as soon as the whole Chronicler and Malidan clash forward up, is like, you know, that just kick him off and reverse. You have the politics and so forth. So we don't really hear much about MASICKA from the other day. I mean, MASICKA, him have him songs them and him songs them do what them do still. But the convo when me hear him say we him dep on top again, me not really hear nothing about what go on. So me don't know.
Rick, me don't even know either. Right now, some great things are going on. You see, Data Boss film fans them walk out from Bunty with a few other people. Understand? That they are look fun. And some people over in the UK are bad. The cartel now give them the money's worth.
Where you think about that?
Yeah?
What do you think about the cartel money's worth argument we just bring up? Can we give your opinion on it still?
No, it is what the people them say. The customers are always right. And that we know in both business. And that the customers say them now get their money's worth. You know, they have to make an excuse.
If me buy a bag of bull at 100 tonight and you know me sell off 97 of them and 3 people say them not like it. I think that would have been enough for me make a profit. So that no means I stop.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what you go on your Rick's time, if you use a man with like exotic dancers and you spend your 10 grand, the girl come on and dance and then get boogie after, and then girl can't even do a good wine. Girl can't even, you understand, no vibes now kicking at them thing there. You know, get the money's worth. And as a customer, you go bad.
The difference with that, why the argument I couldn't use in a cartel scenario. Where you would have talked about that be a pussy in a bag thing where you buy this girl and and I hope she can perform how you want she to perform.
No, man, I saw the same thing with artists, man. I buy them performance and I hope say them bring one good show come here.
But hear me out, my general. May I say with Vibes Cartel, you have seen track record and performance. So unless you tell me say you did a see Cartel performance with all of them people that come about with backup singers and them things. I don't recall seeing that, but probably you see. You get what I say?
What about backup singers?
No, me I say the little girl them not complain, so them not see him with them backup singers and dancers and all of them I talk about. So me I say
because the voice I get to them.
Eh?
The broken voice I get to them, the strain in the voice I get to them. And certain song where I perform, him nah give them the life. So them would have like to see some dancers. Remember say people them a work hard, you know. Rickstam, and money I grew up on treating, you know. So people them have all rights to talk, you know.
Me not say them not have all rights, you know. Me not shut down a one, you know. Me just I say there is a track record of Vibes Cartel performances in do like several shows. And him that clearly indicate how him a run film set or whatever. So me I say, what are the difference at this moment? What difference you would expect than what Cartel normally do?
Because maybe at the promise.
What?
Maybe at the promise, you know, Rickstam. Remember say if any people them take up them phone, the media tell them say him getting better and better and him have a great show planned for the UK. So them they at the edge of them seats I wait for that. And then when them look man coming at beach wear with knee band, a joke thing. People them when people must spend them money for see Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj will give them all 3 change of suit, call out Skeng, be a sitting and I give them great stage performance. I don't know. I don't know.
I say with all of these complaints where ones and ones that identify, the show them still are full. So just explain to me why they still are full then.
Yeah, because the people them who attending the concerts, them the necessary on the YouTube space. I watch the YouTube. Them now watching performance on YouTube. Them just go off a organic thing. What them know about Cartel, them is a fan, them loving music, but them not really follow the performance them on YouTube.
So may I say, but in order for a man go and show brother, he must love the artist and rate the artist or whatever I want to see them in action. And as me I say, you know, based on how me view, because but every artist you're supposed to have some form of record of them performing. That is the reason why anybody can reason and say whether Cartel or Mavado or Beanie Man or whatever, if them is a good performer, yes or no. You see, all so right. may I say if me know that Vibes Cartel is performing this way in a because every one of these people that realize that Vibes Cartel free up out of jail. And every one of them would have looked into what he's up to. You know, every one of them would have looked and see Freedom Street and see the clippings and so forth. So them would have look, them would have seen more over America and all of these places and everywhere else. So
yeah, but remember them time the Rickstam. Remember say them time the people are say are sick. Him sick why this show never so good at Freedom Street. And then the media keep saying he's getting better. Remember say him actually have show where one good enough. You understand? So people are think say him and come with something to feed them money. Remember say, you know, how them look on the money, you know, the amount, you know. You understand? So people think say, all right, then Vibes are come here back now again. All right, Vibes are gonna give you something spectacular. You understand? Remember say you have people are complaining about the dressing and them thing there, you know. Cause to be fair, people spend them money to come see you. Or if you come out in a beach suit and them thing, the knee band like, go easy man, me killer man, and I say you deal with the thing, that I don't say you deal with the appearance of the thing. And what you think, what kind of, I don't say come on, my general man. Fix up your act, man.
Rick Tom, you're suggesting moving forward, whoever attend his concert must approach it with leniency
No,
based on
no leniency. Keep the expectation where you know it is. You see, when me see the people them suggest bans with Vibes Cartel and whatever, and him fans them a hack down anybody will make the suggestion and everybody good with it. So don't tell when even Vibes Cartel himself shut down the bans argument and whatever else the man them I think them and make sure I tell us him no need no form of theatrics if sell no arena or shell no arena. So
who doesn't need theatrics?
Cartel I said that the man said brother him at the arena shell.
Well, I mean, if people are paying attention, that's one of his traits, theatrics. I mean, it's clear.
Skeptic. Regardless of where you want to say how you want to interpret this thing. Vibes Cartel is stating that him no need no additional, not more than the brand Vibes Cartel. We sell out and shell down an arena. So I am saying that until the arena them now get that turnout as them once used to, I don't think anything are gonna change. Me that agree with from the get-go. Me think say you don't know the magnitude of Vibes Cartel. Me strongly believe him can organize the thing and make it more flavorful. However, most of the fans them, if you suggest them thing they want them and tell us say, yo, low the boss, your bad mind, this or that, which song you sing or whatever. So to me, you just know say you go get a cartel performance when you go. So you just get a cartel performance. Simple as that.
Cartel is going to be the one to really create whatever success and failure within his concert. Whatever word alchemy may use, at the end of the day, when people pay their money to go and see him, there's going to be expectation. And some people who appreciate his music, it's going to be okay to sing along with him. Others who are expecting to see a performance and a full production is going to be disappointed.
I mean, I say
And it's just the way it is.
I'm majority rule skeptic because how much percentage of the people would have share the view of wanting to see this production and all the way I talk about. As opposed
it's hard to measure. It's hard to measure to put a measurement on it.
So
But
how much? Hold on. May I ask you how much percent of the people you think is just there for Vibes Cartel, whichever way it go? Why
like I said, I think it's hard to give the answer to that, Rick. It's hard to give a measurement to that.
No,
but I will caution. Caution him. All right. The performance that more people, because remember that concert, more people are complaining more than norm. So I think that should be an indication to him that however you approach it, it has a result.
Which concert?
The one that he did in UK, where all the people were complaining.
No, but just with all I concert, I may always see people are complaining, but at the end of the day, how much percentage of people?
It has never been so overwhelming. It has never been so overwhelming.
Well, you can't fix it however you want to fix it to paint your narrative. But I am saying him have a concert in the same place tonight again. And the same place where the people are complaining, it load up and full with people again. And a lot of people say, all right, scrap this, this a waste of time or whatever. Everybody go gather back at the same place again and him have the same look with the place full of people. So, yeah, me not understand.
Hey, man, we check out, brothers.
No, big up, my general.
Manners.
Rick, the interest is still there. The interest is still there. I'll only caution him to be mindful of the complaints. Because any other artist, if they're not going to take the complaints into consideration, then that's an issue, right? So I think it's a learning curve, right? like I said, I'm not here for any demise. I'm just here to give my perspective based on how I see it.
No,
But
man,
it's a learning curve for him for sure. But it has been more overwhelming than in the past.
all right, fair enough. But
yeah,
me I got to take on myself now, you know, so I don't know if I have anything I say.
yeah,
before.
man. Yeah. One love, Rick, and as we go closer, I know more and more my AI discussion is about to start. And any time now, I'm projecting possibly within a few weeks, or by beginning next year. So we'll have a lot of AI discussion.
Skeptic, you never can give you a time in by your argument. I mean, it's just space out argument. We make a whole and pan couple of months down the line, and when couple of months you extend it to a couple more months and everything. You know, want fix date to the argument, and why you beat AI? AI is a good thing, bro. You know, we love AI.
Initially it's good if it's going to be a helper, but that's not the projection. The projection is it's going to be integrated into human beings, and eventually take away the consciousness into a more silicon-based life form.
People are
But
skeptic.
we'll have more discussion as it relates to that. But you know, like I was surprised more AI discussion wasn't infused into this political debate. I hear they're talking about digital governance. I hear a few talk about digital governance, but not a lot of AI discussion. Which that moving forward, even with the Andrew Holness administration, I see where he's having the jam decks, and that is going to be fully implemented moving forward. He has soft rollout on that. So moving forward, people are going to hear about a lot of AI integration into the economy, you know, and even in the financial sector. So that's going to be an interesting talking point as we move along.
All right, then.
Yeah. Big up yourself, and as always. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So outside I did it.
Yeah, man. Rick Storm, yeah, man. Manners and respect, brother.
Yeah, man.
Bless up.
Yeah, man. People, big up on yourself, you know. Yo, Kenra music, big up yourself, you know. You're a low killer, man. Suddenly, I'm out. Yeah, man. That's how it goes to me. I ain't a plan for deal with no life today, you know. I'll deal with some stuff. I know what. Please don't walk back, man. Yeah. People ain't tired from politics the other day. You get what I say? But anyways, later, yeah, man.